apologize for the late start. We have been working, as you can see. It's going to be a pretty big docket, and there's things that have been going on before we get court started. So, first thing we're doing are reviews. So, if you have a review hearing, you're going to get called by the bailiff. If you don't get called, and you thought you should, whoever's over in the corner, hey, who's in the corner talking?
That was me. I'm sorry, Judge.
Yeah, take them outside, please. When your name's called, come up to the table to your right, and we're going to go over your file. If you don't get called and you thought you should have been called, go check with the clerk's office to make sure you're on the docket today. If you miss a hearing before, you're not automatically going to be on the docket. You got to tell them you're here. There's probably a warrant for your arrest, and if you don't want to get arrested, go check in with the clerk to make sure they put you on the docket today. Call reviews.
Brittany Balco, Jeremy Butcher, Garrett Childers, Haley Early, James Eastman, Joseph Green.
Brittany Balco, 24-144.
I'm here.
All right, Ms. Balco is on teleconference. Okay, I've got a note in the file that you were ordered to be here for community service for this hearing today, and you have not.
I'm going to go on the 17th. I've already requested it off for work, and the following Saturday, and then the following Saturday after that.
Okay, you've got 3 days left. What about your fines? Are you paying anything on your fines today?
Yeah, well, I didn't pay it today, but I paid the other day. I paid $20 towards it.
Okay, January the 7th, I do see that. You did make a payment. All right, Mr. Cooper's got those days down for your community service. And I'll give you another date. February 2nd. February
Is it
2nd.
February 2nd?
Yes, ma'am. February 2nd will be your next hearing at 9 o'clock. Jeremy Butcher is here, 19483, paying on fines. Do you have a payment, or have you made a payment today?
I have a payment for 20.
Okay. See the clerk to make your payment. I'm going to set you for February 6th,
Okay.
first Friday in February.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. Garrett Childers, 24221. And same thing, you were ordered to do some community service before today's date, and it doesn't look like that happened.
I should be able to come over here tomorrow, actually, and get some. You said 7:30 in the mornings?
That is correct, so you're going to be here tomorrow morning,
Yes, sir.
7:30. I'm going to set you, because your case is newer, February 13th is your next hearing. February 13th, 9 o'clock. If you get it finished, you don't have to come back. I'm showing all you have is 3 days community service.
Okay.
So you're welcome to come back. If your 3 days done, you don't have to come back. Haley Early is here, 2480. And you've done some community service. You still have 2 days left, right?
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay. Same thing with you. If you get it done, you don't have to be here. Because I'm going to finish you up. You had a negative screen the last time, so I'm not even going to screen you. Next hearing, though, is February 13th. If you get things finished with your community service, you don't have to be here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job. James Eastman, 231864. Okay, he has not done much, and his case is not completed, so he gets a warrant for failure to appear today. Joseph Green. He's at RRS, case numbers are 24-151.
I don't have a letter today, Your Honor, but he is compliant. He's met all his services and the screens and everything's good.
Okay. Can you give me a report on that? Go in this file, please.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and you still have some community service to do?
Yes, sir. I can come in the morning.
All right, good.
I paid off my fines yesterday.
All of them?
Yes, sir.
Online, or how'd you pay?
Online.
Okay, so it won't show up yet, or it takes a day or two for that to show up?
I have the receipt if you'd like to see it.
No? Because I'll look at it the next time, so.
Okay.
Same thing with you. If you get, you still have,
I think 42 hours.
yeah, that's correct, 42 hours community service. I'll set you for February the 13th. If you get it all done, you don't have to be here.
All right.
But if you don't, you gotta show up. So I'll look at it then, and I'll know by then whether you did or didn't pay all of your fines off. We don't register that.
Thank
Any
you.
questions?
No, sir.
All right, February 13th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Alvin Lewis, II, James McClellan, Megan McCormick, Stephen McGinnis, Michael Miller, Brandon Miller.
Alvin Lewis.
Yes, sir.
File 8. Community service is done. And you can make monthly payments on your fine. You have a payment today?
Yes, sir.
How much?
$40.
40?
Yes.
Okay. And you do have to go to the driver intervention program too, right? So you realize that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go see the clerk about your payment. Does it matter what day of the week your hearings are?
I ain't done.
Okay. What's the holiday? This is in February. What's the holiday? Is it the 16th? Yeah, the 16th is a holiday. So I'm going to set you for February the 17th. That's a Tuesday.
7th?
We don't have court on Tuesday, but the 16th is a holiday.
Did you?
February 17th.
17th.
17th, Tuesday,
Okay.
9 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go see the clerk.
Thank you.
You're welcome. James McClellan, 21.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
181168, 163521. I've got a report from Sean. So he's finished inpatient, he's doing outpatient now.
Yes, sir.
Compliant with all obligations, good screens. Okay, I like this sentence. I'm going to read it into the record. His honesty, accountability, and continued engagement in services reflect meaningful progress and a genuine desire for lasting change. So, good job.
Thank you.
Okay. Are you working now?
Yes.
Okay. Are you paying anything on your fines today?
Yeah, I paid 20. I'm gonna do it online. And I forgot to bring my papers for community service. I can have them faxed into the court, or I can bring it next court date, however you want me to do it.
Either way, just get it in here so you get credit for it.
All right.
Your next hearing's going to be February the 9th, exactly 1 month. February 9th,
All right.
9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Megan McCormick. Case numbers 11-716, 12-181. You still have a lot of community service to do. You have done 18 hours since the last hearing, so. Okay, got to keep working on that. Do you have a payment on your funds?
Yeah, I made a $20 payment online this morning.
Okay, well, it won't show up yet. All right, I'm going to set you exactly 1 month. These are older cases, so February the 9th will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock. Keep working on your community service. Stephen McGinnis.
Your Honor, I don't know if it'll show up, and it's called a return community service in this morning, to finish this community service.
Okay, good. All right, got a report from Sean E. Completed residential. Currently doing intensive outpatient.
Your Honor, he's supposed to be moving to level 1 sometime next week also.
This week?
Next week.
Next week, okay. Has had consistently good tests, fully compliant. Looks like he's doing other work too with AA, NA meetings. Okay, good job, Mr. McGinnis.
Sir, I paid my fines off last night too, $300. I paid them completely off. So it might not show up, but I did pay them last night.
Okay, last night you paid him?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No, it won't show up. Yeah. Okay, good job. You're on the right track here. I'm not gonna finish you up because you're still doing some counseling, but I'm gonna put you out 2 months. You're not come back for 2 months and maybe we'll finish you then.
Okay.
So, that's an excellent report you got today, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
Let's make this a permanent thing. Your sobriety, I mean, is what I mean, permanent. Okay, so I'll set you exactly 2 months, March the 9th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Michael Miller.
Hi, Your Honor.
Michael Miller is 24-21-13. Okay, I'm showing a small balance on your community service. Is that right? 8 hours left?
I thought it was completely finished up, but there may have been a misconception.
Well, you need to go meet with Mr. Major then, or Mr. Cooper. I'm showing you've done 52 hours and you had 60 to do, so.
Okay. And I just paid off my remaining balance full in cash this morning.
They do show that. I see that in the file, that you paid off your fines and costs. Okay, what about your treatment? Where have you been going for treatment?
I'm still at HRS. I didn't get a physical paper with me, but I had her send it to me via email, and I just sent it over to the probation officer not too long ago.
Okay. Well, I don't have it in front of me, so do you think you're finished with that, or are you still engaging in treatment?
I'm still going to remain in treatment.
Okay.
For counseling purposes and everything else.
All right, so I'm going to set another hearing for that, and I need, next time, bring me a copy or have them send it so I can get to see it. I mean, it's,
Okay.
if you want me to look at it today, go get it from the probation, bring it in. We got a busy docket, so. I'll set you for February the 13th as your next hearing, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Brandon Miller, 23-184. Brandon Miller.
He's on Zoom, Your Honor.
All right, Brandon. Community service done. You got a small balance in your funds.
I did a $50 bond earlier this week.
Okay.
I think it's 120 left.
All right, you should finish up in the next month, right? Think you can?
Yeah. Hopefully.
Okay, I'll set you exactly 1 month out, February 9th. If you get it finished, you don't have to be here.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mary Morrison, Elena Pennington, Michael Poe, Austin Pritchard, Tony Walters, Jamie Welch.
Mary Morrison,
Yes, sir.
25171. She is at St. Hope. Got a report. Says meets all program requirements, is making progress, working on some things. Spring is looking good. Can you pay anything on your funds?
I'm going to do some community service. I
Okay.
set it up for next week,
What day you gonna be here?
Monday, sir.
Okay. I'll set your next hearing for February the 17th. That's a Tuesday. 9 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Elena Pennington is here, 16-1593. Just paying off your funds.
Yeah, got $20 I'm gonna pay today.
Okay. See the clerk, make that payment. February 9th is your next hearing.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
9 o'clock, you're welcome. Michael Poe is here, 25-1. You've got 3 days community service left, and you still owe some fines. Do you have a
Yes,
payment
sir.
on your fine?
We've got like $60 to pay on it today.
We'll take that. So I'll put you down for $60, go to the clerk, make the payment. You got 3 days left of community service.
Yeah, well, I was going to come this Saturday and work some, and just with the holidays and stuff, it was real hectic. And I've done some community service with like the city mission and stuff like that, but I'm not going to count that. That's in a different state, so I'll do it for you guys.
I'll accept that.
We'll accept it, but you gotta have something from them. I mean, I was there myself last week.
Yeah.
Y'all served dinner. You gotta get something from them. They'll give you something on paper, I think, to
Yes.
verify it. Bring that in, turn it in, we'll be credit for it. Okay, February can you come on Tuesday, does it matter?
It don't matter.
February the 17th will be your next.
Say the 17th.
That's a Tuesday, February 17th, Tuesday, 9 o'clock. Austin Pritchard,
What time did you say?
9 a.m.
9 o'clock? Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Austin Pritchard, 18-12-33-34. Austin Pritchard, 1 in.
Is he still talking to me?
No, Austin Pritchard. He's working on fines and there's some restitution. You have a payment?
Yeah, 60.
Okay. See the clerk to make your payment. February the 9th will be your next hearing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tony Walters is not here. 23, 466, and 467. And she still owes on her fines and court costs, so there'll be a warrant for not appearing. Jamie Welch is here.
Yes.
14-11-84, 18-34-32, and 21-3-57.
I have a payment today, Your Honor.
Okay, how much?
$40.
Okay. See the clerk to make your payment. February 9th will be your next hearing.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Arraignment.
That finishes the reviews. We're going to start the new cases. We'll call arraignments next. Or if you have a warrant from an old case where you missed a hearing or didn't do something you were supposed to, you're probably on the arraignment docket. If you've got a warrant and you want to recall that you haven't been here before, for a while, you need to go check in with the clerk so they'll know to put you on the docket. When your name's called, come up to the table to the right, just like the last group of people did. Stand there. I'm going to go over the charge with you. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything. If you do make statements, everything in this courtroom is being recorded now. In the old days, we just recorded the audio. Now we're recording the audio and the video. So there's going to be a video of you saying whatever it is that you say. So if you get up and admit, yeah, I did it. I've had people do that. First thing out of their mouth, yeah, I did it. Well, it's kind of hard later to say I didn't do it. Admissions in the law are a big deal. Once you admit something, you're pretty much stuck with it. So if you want to talk to a lawyer, if you want to tell what happened, and you want to have a trial, tell that to the lawyer. Don't tell it to me because it's fair game. You say it in open court, you're stuck with it. The prosecutor can use it against you. What you tell a lawyer is privileged. They can't use it against you. Ma'am, have a seat while I'm talking. You have a right to a lawyer. If you can't afford one, you have a right to have one appointed. You have a right to bail. You have a right to make the state prove the charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If you enter a guilty or no contest plea, you're waiving your rights. You shouldn't do that if you don't understand the proceedings. If you're confused, if you don't know what to do, if you want a trial, if you want a lawyer, enter a not guilty plea when you're asked for a plea. Call the first case. Now you can go, ma'am, if you want.
State of Ohio versus Levy Smith, case number TRC 2652, A and B. Levy Smith.
And Levy Smith, is it that you use? I'm pronouncing your name?
It's Levi, sir.
Levi, okay.
Yes, sir.
They had a, I don't know if they're spelling it correctly, L-E-E-V-I-E?
That is correct.
Okay, Levi Smith. All right, Mr. Smith, it's alleged that on January the 3rd at 9:04 p.m. in Fayette Township, you were operating a vehicle while you were under the influence of either alcohol, drugs, or some combination of those substances. The state's alleging that if you get convicted on this, it's going to be your first conviction. And that makes a difference on penalties. You know, the more of these you have, the higher the penalties get. So on the first offense, the maximum you're facing is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, and a 3-year license suspension. That's the most that can happen. There is a minimum. The minimum that can happen if you're found guilty is 3 days in a treatment program, 6-month license suspension, and a $375 fine. The state's alleging they took a urine specimen from you and sent it for testing. It takes several weeks to get the results back, so I don't have the results today, and we may get them down the road, but I don't have any results here today. The other charge you're facing is having some sort of light out on the back of your vehicle, either the tail light or the license plate light. They're both under the same statute. That's a minor misdemeanor. Maximum penalty is $150 fine. You understand the 2 charges you're facing?
Yes, sir.
You understand the rights defendants have? I explained at the beginning of court?
No, sir.
Okay, let me go. If you've watched any crime shows, you've heard this 100 times. It comes from a very famous case, Miranda. Actually, it's Arizona versus Miranda. You have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed. You have a right to have bail and to make the state prove any charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. Those are your rights all defendants have. You understand those things?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to these charges?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a job?
Yes, sir.
You do have a job?
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I work for Great American Construction.
Are you paid by the hour?
Yes, sir.
How much per hour?
16.
And how many hours a week are you working?
Here lately with the winter, about 30.
Okay, so it's seasonal somewhat. Here's what the Ohio Supreme Court tells me I gotta do. I gotta figure out what your gross annual income is. So do you file an income tax return?
Yes, sir.
You know what you showed as your gross income?
Not offhand, sir.
What do you think you make in an average week, averaging out over the whole year? Now I'm talking about gross, not net.
After taxes?
Before taxes.
Before taxes, maybe 26.
Do you have any dependents?
I have 3, but I don't file them till the end of the year.
I mean, do you have kids you're supporting?
I have 3 kids.
Okay, you're eligible for court-appointed lawyers. I'll appoint Mr. Stratton to represent you. He's here. We'll get him in the courtroom and introduce you to him. There he is. This is Levi Smith. The main charge is an ODI with a urine screen, so it's going to be a while before we get these results back.
Be a minute.
So let's see what that would be.
Probably the beginning of March.
Yeah, let me count. Actually, the 13th of March would just be 9 weeks, so it's been taking at least that long. Yeah.
13th will work.
Okay, March 13th. Set for a pretrial then, March 13th, 10 o'clock. Not guilty plea is entered for Mr. Smith.
Does he, did you postpone? Or he just needs to sign?
He can sign a signature bond, $1,000. As long as you come to court, you don't have to pay some money. If you don't come, you get a warrant, and then you have to pay the money. All right. Next hearing, March 13th, 10 a.m.
All right, thank you.
Anyone that has a cell phone when you turn it off? Your Honor, will he need to be fingerprinted?
He will, I'm sorry. Mr. Cooper will bring him a form to take him to jail. He'll have to get fingerprinted. He was never fingerprinted.
State of Ohio versus Earl Carter, case number TRC 25-1974, A and B.
Sir, you will, R.
Yeah.
Carter.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Carter, it's alleged that you missed a hearing back in December, on December the 19th. Mr. Smith, it's your case.
It is, Judge, and I told him he needed to report on Monday or Friday at 9 o'clock.
Okay, do you need to talk, or what, how do you want? This is a ODI, I don't know if it was a urine screen, do we have results?
I don't know, Judge. I don't have his file with me today. If we could, and he will be here at the next hearing.
Do you have an explanation for missing the hearing?
You missed last time. He's putting the blame on me, Judge. He says I was supposed to talk to you.
He did set it.
I don't recall.
Okay, the judge set it for something, and you was the rest of the week or something, you said you was on trial down in 9 or something, I don't know. And something like, you wanted me to see you in the office, and I called, and I couldn't get a hold of you.
Okay, well.
All right, so I'll reschedule this then, at the defendant's request. Do you have a date?
Judge, I hear the 26th or that first week of February. I could do 26th of January or the first week of February. Well, except for the Monday, I'm out Monday, the Friday, first week of January.
Okay, you're available January 26th?
I am, yes.
And Mr. Carter, you can be here then too?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All
He's writing it down.
I'm gonna write it down, Bill.
January 26th will be the next hearing, pre-trial at 10 o'clock. Your bond is reinstated. I cancel the warrant.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Jeff, for doing that. State of Ohio versus Reuben Mitchell, case number TRC 133933 A and B, CRA 131159.
All right, Mr. Mitchell, you had a review hearing on January the 2nd. It's alleged you weren't here then, so that was a week ago. Do you have an explanation? Do you agree with it? Do you have an explanation?
I do agree with it. I wrote the date down, but I lost the paper, and I thought it was the 7th instead of the 2nd. When I called in, they told me it was the 2nd, and I had to today to come in before you issued the warrant.
All right, I won't issue a warrant. You made a pretty substantial payment on your funds. Your community service is all done, so I'll reinstate you to the review docket, I'll give you another date. We'll make it, do you have any dates that you're not available, sir?
No, for the most part, I'm available. If you can extend it as long as possible, I mean, it doesn't have to be substantially long, but as long as possible to not make me have to come in as soon as possible.
Okay, February the 6th. This is a really old case, that's why usually the older the case is, the closer together the review hearings are. So you get them, so that's a month. February the 6th, 9 o'clock. All right, your next hearing.
State of Ohio versus Summer Clark, case number TRC 20-1242, A, B, and C. Excuse me, that's Samuel Clark. Yep.
Okay, and Mr. Clark, I had you down for a hearing on Monday, the 5th. And so as you weren't here, do you agree with that?
I do.
Do you have an explanation?
I do. I was in Lexington. They life flighted my brother up there, and that's where I was at.
Okay, so where'd you say you went?
Lexington, UK. Yes, sir.
All right, you came in the next available court date, so no warrant's been issued yet. I'll cancel it. No warrant will be issued.
I paid all my fines yesterday. Yes, sir.
And that's showing up today, so. All right, February 9th will be your next hearing, 9 a.m.
Yes, sir, I'll be here.
State of Ohio versus Kaylee Bennett, case number TRD 22-1604, A and B, TRC 22-170, A, B, C, and D, TRD 21-2280, A, B, C, and D.
All right, Kaylee Bennett. Same thing, your case was actually set for Monday, and so you weren't here.
I was trying to get on the Zoom call, but I don't know, like, the password wasn't working for me.
Okay.
So I don't know.
All right, you're here today.
It let me get on today though, but they told me where I missed Monday, I had to come in.
Have you done anything on your case?
I did community service yesterday.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
I also put $20 on there, but they said it won't be there till Monday. And I plan to come back.
You paid
hopefully.
online?
Yeah. I plan to come back tomorrow and do community services.
Okay. February 9th will be your next hearing, 9 o'clock. No warrant will issue.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Deetria Jones, case number CRB 25802.
Ma'am, are you Deetria Jones?
Yes.
Ms. Jones, you have been charged with failure to confine a dog. So last just happened December the 12th of 2025 in Fayette Township. It's a minor misdemeanor. The maximum penalty is a $150 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
How do you plead to it?
Not guilty.
I'll just set it for a trial. I mean, you can have a lawyer if you want. I can't appoint a lawyer on a case where you're not facing jail and you're not facing jail. So you can't get a court-appointed lawyer, but you can hire one if you want to. You don't have to. You can represent yourself. I'll set it for trial. Is there days that are better for you? It's going to be usually a Monday or Friday. Does it matter which day you come back?
No,
Yes.
This is a situation where another person was also charged in the same incident for their dog.
Okay.
2 dogs. And I don't know, I think at this point there was 2 dogs that were both fighting out in the street.
You want to say what you would want to do on this, or?
Well, that case is set for Monday for a trial.
Okay.
So I thought if this case was set for Monday also, we might be able to figure out how to resolve it. I don't know whether they're...
Is she going to be subpoenaed as a witness? Well,
Yes, I was.
You've already subpoenaed, so you're gonna be here Monday anyway.
I won't be here Monday
Well,
anyways.
let's put your case on for Monday then. You wanna set for trial, or you want?
I'd rather just talk about how to resolve it. I don't know if one of them feels like the other was totally at fault, but my understanding is that both of the dogs were off of their own property. So I'm more interested in making sure we don't have more problems. And I don't know if there were injuries to either dog. I think there might have been, but I don't know. But, you know, if we have a trial, I can't prosecute and have a victim on both of them, I don't think.
Well, maybe the officers need to pick a side then, rather than siding
I know.
both people.
Well, they do it all the time on cases.
I know they do it all the time, but it creates a problem. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the docket, for Monday as a pretrial. That you're already subpoenaed to be here, and hopefully it'll get resolved then. So, January the 12th for pretrial at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Robin Fouts, case number CRB 2618.
Yes, sir.
And you're Robin Fouts?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Fouts, yours is a little different than the previous one. They charged this as it is a jail offense, failure to confine a dog M4, which means the maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine.
Oh, that's a difference.
It's alleged in Union Township, January the 6th, and here's the difference. It's alleged it was a dangerous dog that failed to be confined. So that's what makes it jailable. Do you understand the charge?
Yes,
How do you wish to plead to this?
not guilty.
You could be considered for a court-appointed lawyer if you wish. Do you want to be considered for a court-appointed lawyer?
No, thanks.
You gonna hire a lawyer or how you?
Yes.
Okay. How much time do you need to do that?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, let me do one thing when it's an M4. You can sign a signature bond, so $1,000 signature bond. I am not gonna make him go to jail and get fingerprinted on this.
Sign right there.
The Attorney General can just get mad if they don't like it.
Yes, Your Honor.
What's the time frame on this, Mr. Hill? Is it 30 days or?
Yes.
Is it M4? Okay. Well, it's your right to make the state bring it to trial within 30 days. So if you're going to insist on that, then we got to come back pretty quick. If you want to waive that time frame, then I can go out further. You understand what I'm talking about? It's called speedy trial rights. It's the defendant's right to make the state bring it to trial, so.
Yeah, I just assumed it as quick as possible.
Okay.
As soon as possible.
Well, let's see then. I can set it next Friday, the 16th. That'll be a pre-trial, won't be the trial.
Okay.
You have a lawyer by then?
I can ask him, I'm not sure.
Okay. Believe it or not, they're getting to be kind of rare. We don't have a lot of lawyers in Lawrence County.
Your Honor, can I ask?
They're kind of scarce these days.
Can I ask what the difference was, or what's the difference is with my dog and?
They're alleging your dog was a dangerous dog.
Who's, someone else alleging that?
The state.
Oh,
These guys over here.
Okay.
I don't make the allegations. They follow.
Gotcha, I understand now.
So I don't know what.
Okay.
When a dog bites a person, it can be designated a dangerous dog.
Okay. And you got a copy, we served you.
Yes, yep.
So if you look at the affidavit, it's got more of the facts alleged
yep.
and that attaching affidavit to the complaint.
Yep.
May not be true, I don't know. They file it, I've never seen it before. So
I understand, Your Honor.
I don't make the charging decisions. So, can you be here? I can go the 16th, or we could go, so the 19th is actually a holiday. Monday, the 19th is a holiday, so we can come in on the 20th, which would give you Any more time, that's a Tuesday.
That'd be fine, Your Honor.
That'd be better?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. January 20th will be the next hearing. It'll be a pretrial at 10 o'clock. I'm going to put down she will hire an attorney. Any questions, Mr. Powell?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, that's all.
Thank you, sir.
You're on.
State of Ohio versus Jared Stover, case number CRA 2619, CRA 2620.
All right, and you are Jared Stover.
Yes, sir.
2619 alleges that at Rome Township on January the 8th, 2026, you purposely deprived Ramona Coleman of the property being Clonopin without her consent. That's a theft of drugs charge. It's a felony of the 3rd degree. Maximum penalty is 5 years in jail and an $8,000 fine. 2620 alleges January the 8th, Rome Township, you knowingly caused Ramona Coleman to believe you would cause physical harm to her person or property. That's menacing. It's a 4th degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty 30 days in jail, $250 fine. Okay, so bond, is Mr. Hill coming back shortly? I'd like to have his input on bond on this one. All right, this is Jared Stover, this theft of drugs, menacing, are the 2 charges.
Yeah.
There's a bond posted of $3,700, $3,750.
Yeah.
So we don't even take it. Here we have them again. He's got a pending case, aggravated menacing with her son that's still pending in the school.
All right. So Your Honor, we've seen Mr. Stover a number of times recently. We had a case not too many months ago in which Mr. Stover was accused of domestic violence against the same victim here. It went to the grand jury and then it didn't go any further because the victim didn't want it pursued. He also has a pending aggravated menacing charge involving the victim's son at this time. It's still in this court.
And he went to an inpatient treatment program previously, I remember that.
Yes, so we're fearful that he doesn't respect any of the restraints that the court might put on him other than in jail. So, I mean, that, I don't know what to say. I don't want something, another tragedy to happen.
Is Ramona Coleman here today? Can we get some input from her? And also, I mean, one thing, well, let's ask this. Mr. Stover, do you have a lawyer? Are you going to have a lawyer?
I would like to appoint one, or I mean, I would like to retain one.
You
But
wanna
I would,
retain a lawyer?
yes, but on my behalf.
Okay. Who represented you previously? Did you had a lawyer previously?
I had a court-appointed lawyer. He's here. But I would like, I'm trying to get a hold of Mr. Eaches.
Okay. Well, one possibility would be a GPS monitor.
We would ask for that, Your Honor.
Okay.
And a protection order.
What I'm going to do, because of the history here,
Yes.
be for your protection and hers. I'm going to require you to have a GPS monitor placed on your ankle, and what they can do is put where you're forbidden to go to certain areas, and one's going to be her residence. If you go there, it'll show that you've been there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to be ordered to stay away from Ramona Coleman, not get around her or contact her. And let's work on that while we're working on getting the GPS monitor. I don't know if there's any available. So
I have no idea, Your Honor, I haven't called yet. But Mr. Stover's on probation with me. I'm looking into filing a probation violation on him for this charge.
Okay. Well, let's also look into seeing if there's a GPS monitor available also. I want the state to contact Ms. Coleman. Let's get some info from her on what she wants with regard to bond and protections for herself. Because as I recall before, she changed her story. You know,
Your Honor, if I may,
she became one of his biggest advocates the last time.
Yes.
So,
Your Honor, if I may, I served him with a civil protection order today.
okay. So she went and got that.
She went and got a civil protection order.
Well, let's see what her temperature is today, and let's come back. So,
Let's do that.
Mr. Major will look into whether monitors are available. Let's see what Ms. Coleman says today about keeping him away, and then we'll come back and finalize the bond range after that happens. He has been fingerprinted.
State of Ohio versus David Moore, case number PRC 252771, A, B, and C. Your Honor, this is set for a pretrial of Mr. Holt's case.
Okay, I need Mr. Holt in the courtroom. Morning, Your Honor. Good morning. Do we have any results yet?
I believe they were calling about that, I'm not sure. They don't have.
This is David Moore. He has a urine screen. We're looking to see if we got results on the urine screen.
No, sir.
We do not. What's our time frame here?
So October 27th stop, Your Honor.
So about January 25th or 26th would be
Okay.
the deadline.
So I take it from that, you want to just come back and see if the results get here?
Yeah,
You want to set it for trial, or you want to pursue?
I believe so, Your Honor. I think I'll be here on the 23rd. Would that be?
Yeah, that's fine.
Set it for trial on the 23rd?
Trial or pre-trial?
Well, I mean, as long as we have an understanding if it's not on the 23rd right now, it'll run. Because it would then run earlier, or it'd run early the next week.
It is true, unless there's been some reason to toll the time, which I don't see a discovery demand in here. That's fine.
Yeah, the 25th is the last day, according to Google.
Okay. So 23rd will be?
23rd.
Yeah, I mean, I would understand if they do come back, I'm gonna ask for continuance. Is that, I don't want to hit the.
State will agree with that.
Yeah.
But if it's not here, it's going to get dismissed. Now, that's my understanding.
That's my hope, Your Honor.
And the reason is for those here and those watching on the World Wide Web, there's a time frame in which these cases have to be tried, and the state, maybe I'll let the secret out, you get an ODI, say, please, give me a urine screen, because they're not getting a lot of results back in within the time frame required. They need to hire more people, I guess. I don't know what the problem is, but they just don't get the results back. January 23rd for pretrial at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Kathy Fouts, case number CRB 25617, CRB 25219. Your Honor, this is originally set for trial today.
This is Mr. Holt's case also. It's on the trial docket. I understand there's something been worked out.
Your Honor, we've, Mr. Hill and I have discussed this extensively. Mr. Hill and I have agreed that we're going to visit the actual physical locations. It's a cow and a fence case, so we want to take a look at the layout, and hopefully there's no other problems. We can reach a resolution to this.
So we're going to put it back on the docket for a pretrial at some point?
I believe, probably with the 23rd work?
That's fine.
All right, be on the docket 23rd of January for a pretrial. 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Sarah Bumgardner, case number PRC 25-2021, A and B.
Mr. Stratt is set for free.
Who is this?
And how do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, it's encouraging that we know now that Ms. Bumgardner is in treatment. That's what we want her to do, and I think we'd like to follow her through, and I think she probably wants to continue doing that. And so what we would ask for is a continuance to let her continue through treatment, and we'll come back at a later date.
Mr. Stratt?
Yes, Your Honor.
You agree with that?
Yes.
So, at least a month out, month to 6 weeks sometime.
Yeah, the 9th and 23rd are not good for me in February.
About the 17th, that's a Tuesday.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
February the 17th. Pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
17th.
What do I need to bring, like,
Just a letter like that.
just another letter?
Just another letter.
We need a completion letter, please, or just saying like a progress.
If they make that decision. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Can you get the papers? That's fine.
State of Ohio versus Daniel Renninger, case number PRC 25-25-28.
Mr. Stratt's case, pre-trial.
Rinse. We're still waiting for the urine results on this one.
Okay, what's our time frame?
Your Honor, we were here on the 29th of December, and we continued to today, hoping to have those results. And now we're 3 months in.
Yeah, but it may have already passed. Is there any waivers on this?
There was a one waiver, I believe, from the last hearing to this hearing.
The state wants to approach and talk about a different resolution.
I would like to say on behalf of the state that this does happen occasionally, but that doesn't mean an automatic dismissal of the
Right.
charges.
You may think we've got enough evidence otherwise, we can prove the case without.
Yeah, and I'm not.
And in this case, Your Honor, this is not probably one that we would be feeling as if we could prove beyond a reasonable doubt without the test. And it's just based on the fact that what we do have is fairly minimal.
Well, the time's actually already run, so the 90 days. Unless there's been some waivers or, so what's the state one? This is, well, it's a second, but it's, the first was several years ago, outside the look activity.
Let's see here. It doesn't look like there were any other citations other than the OBI.
That's correct.
I think we've got no choice but to go ahead and move to dismiss the charge.
All right, it'll be knowledge due to time issues.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
You're good.
State of Ohio versus Jared Meredith, case number CRB 2462, TRD 2290, CRD 221036A and B, and others. Your Honor, Mr. Meredith is in the Lawrence County, the Gallium County Jail.
Okay.
So, and I don't have any other information except that.
Meredith?
So,
And why is he there?
I don't know.
Maybe new charges in Gary County? Then?
Maybe Hometown could give us some information about it?
Your Honor, Jerry Meredith was discharged for behavioral issues.
Okay.
So,
you know when that happened?
I don't have a date, but I'll say when the due date. He has a case in Cutler Court also, so that's maybe why he's.
So he could be in Gary County on something out of Lawrence County, or he could have a new charge this year.
oh, that's right, they do house in Guy County, don't they?
Yeah, they took our money that the state of Ohio gave us to build a jail. We turned it down because we said, that's not enough. We need to have the taxpayers pay another $15 million. Taxpayers said no, so they gave $15 million to Gary County, and they built a jail. Now we're sending our people up there, our overflow people to Gary County. Does that make a lot of sense? No, but that's what happened.
Yeah. So like we need to vote out the people who did.
And that's the second time we've turned down a free jail. We had one in Scioto County.
Yeah.
Handed to us on a silver platter. We said, no thanks.
Yeah.
So what do we want to do? You want to try to get a hold of him at the jail in Gary County and see why he's there? He was supposed to be here for a pretrial, so.
Yeah, I guess it slipped my mind that Lawrence County actually housed that Guy County.
He could be there on some charge from Lawrence County, or he could have a new charge or something from Gary County.
Your Honor, you can go ahead and issue a warrant, and I'll bring it back if there's an issue.
Well, I won't issue it for 7 days.
Okay, that's
We'll have 7 days to get him here.
all right.
Okay, we'll do that. Bench warrant will issue in 7 days if he's not here.
All right. I'm gonna go work on that, see what I can come up with.
State of Ohio versus Austin Davis, case number TRC 25-1966, A, B, and C.
Mr. Steyer's case, set for pre-trial.
Your Honor, this is a first offense OVI. There is a turn signal violation, an OVI, and Mr. Davis is also charged with operating a vehicle without a license, no operator's license. It is charged as a refusal. However, I've discussed the matter with Mr. Heald, and it appears from the paperwork that Mr. Davis made a good faith attempt to provide a sample. This is a situation where they would have otherwise done a breath test, I believe, but they didn't. But
No, I did do a breathalyzer.
oh, he did do a breathalyzer, but they had him do a breath test, a urine screen. He attempted to provide a sample and was not able to do so. But again, we believe he made a good faith attempt, just was not able to provide a sample. So the state is willing to not treat this as a refusal and ask the court to sentence in accordance with that. And with that in mind, we're going to enter a guilty plea to the charges.
Is that correct, Mr. Davis?
Yeah.
You have a right to make a statement to the court if you want to about this before I sentence you. Do you have anything you want to tell me?
I really wasn't DUI. Overall, I wasn't DUI, but just to get this over with, I'm just going to go ahead and plead guilty.
Okay. Well, here, let me explain to you the significance of entering a guilty plea. When you enter a guilty plea, that is a complete admission that the charges against you are true. Even if you say, well, I really wasn't guilty, but I'm pleading guilty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's inconsistent, but legally, it is an admission the charges are true. You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to stick with your guilty plea? You
Yes,
don't
sir.
have to.
Yes,
You
sir.
have a right to make the state of Ohio prove the charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt.
I just want to get this over with.
I understand you keep saying that, but 100 years from now, if somebody pulls up your record and looks at it, they're going to say, he admitted he was guilty. Every aspect that the law requires to prove that he was operating a vehicle intoxicated is admitted by him to be true. And it will be from henceforth admitted by you as true. I just want to make sure you understand that. So you won't legally be able to go forward and say, I wasn't really DUI, but I just played. No, it's a complete admission. When you enter a guilty plea, you're admitting you did what they alleged. You understand that? And you want to live with that?
Yeah.
Because it does have consequences. This is one of the things, there's a lot of things now on the law we keep adding to it where you can get it expunged. It's like it never happened. This isn't one of them. This is going to stay on your record. And it has consequences. One, your insurance is going to get, if you have insurance, you do. Your insurance is going to go up quite a bit. And if you get another one of these, the penalties go up quite a bit. And there may be some jobs, you can, if you want to apply for being a CIA agent or something, you're probably not going to get a job like that if you have an OVI on your record. So there are consequences. Do you understand that? And you accept those consequences?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so I'll sentence you as if this was not a refusal. So I'll give you a $400 fine. There's one of the differences, because if I believe you really did refuse, I'd give you a $1,000 fine. That's been my standard. On refusal, I'll give a $1,000 fine. So you saved yourself $600 right there. Your lawyer did.
Thank you.
Order you to pay the court costs. It's $125. You get a license suspension for 6 months. So, and that started the day you got the arrest. So you're almost February 5th. Your suspension is going to be up. It's not automatically reinstated though. So what will happen? Your suspension will be up. You need to contact the DMV and ask them, what do I got to do to get reinstated? And they're going to have some hoops they want you to jump through to get your license reinstated. And you got to jump through those to get them back.
And if I may, Your Honor, he actually doesn't have a license, no operator's license, one of the charges here, and we've discussed it. I've explained to him that the suspension still applies, but that once the suspension ends, he will then be eligible to get a license, but he couldn't go and get one right now.
That's correct. You won't be able to get one, and before you can even get one, there'll probably be a reinstatement fee or something you have to pay to be eligible to get a license. Okay, 20 days in jail, all suspended. You gotta do 5 days community service, so it's a pretty good deal. Exchange 20 days in jail for 5 days community service. So you gotta do that, or go to jail. So just do your community service. You gotta go to the 3-day driving school, driver intervention program, that's required. If I don't give you jail, I gotta make you go to that, so you gotta get it done. You can go to any one that's approved by the state of Ohio. There's one here in Lawrence County. There's one, I think, in Scioto County, and the big counties will have multiple ones that you can pick out and go to. But if you go to one out of the county, you gotta make sure they send the paperwork in. The one here, I know, will follow with the court to get your proof in that you did it. On the no operator's license, I'll give you a $100 fine. And an additional 2 days of community service, so 12 hours community service. Then the last one's a turn signal, $20 fine for not using your turn signal. You gotta go see Mr. Major, he's the probation officer. To the left as you leave the courtroom. Your review hearing is gonna be July 31st. So you got all winter and spring and half the summer to get this done. If you don't get it done, you gotta come for a hearing. That's how you can go to jail. People blow it off, don't do it, and then you don't show up for your review hearing, you're going to a warrant. And then when you least expect it, you have, it's like, oh, I got stopped for speeding. No, you're going to jail because you got a warrant, not just a speeding ticket. Okay, July 31st, 9 o'clock is your review. Go check in with Mr. Major, and then you can go after that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Cody Mead, case number PRC 253047, A, B, C, and D.
Question? Mr. Stiers, case for pre-trial.
Is this a copy? Yes. Thank you. Your Honor, I've taken a look at this matter, discussed it with Mr. Mead a little bit, discussed it with Mr. Hill. I think we're going to need to do discovery on this, so we're going to need a date back on this matter. If we could set that.
February?
I'm sorry?
In February?
Yes.
Any date in February works. What is your preference?
Does Monday or Friday matter to you?
No matter.
Let's go with the 13th if we could, Your Honor.
All right, February 13th will be the next hearing. The pretrial at 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
Your Honor, if I may, he had 2 OVIs in 2024. He pled guilty to those. He's been on probation. He was supposed to...
The record, the citation says 22 and 23 as the years. I don't know if it's the same.
Okay, well, then he ended up pleading guilty in 24.
Okay.
He was supposed to be at OVP back in March of this year. We came to court actually in September of this year, and he didn't show up. I don't know if anything's happened beyond that, but I don't think he's completed his treatment on those cases.
I don't know about those cases. I don't believe I was the attorney on those. However, I do have.
Let's pull those.
I have paperwork here from OVP back and forward.
Yeah.
Indicating that he is undertaking to.
This file should be with this, so let's pull his other files and have them brought in. We'll bring him back up and decide what needs to be done, if anything, on those cases too. So we'll recall him later in the document.
Okay, yes,
State of Ohio versus Haley Russell, case number CRA 25800.
Your Honor, this matter is charged as obstructing official business. It's one where, due to the nature of the allegations, we're seeking to look at some treatment that Ms. Russell's undergoing. She spoke to her counselor. There's an issue with, I guess the agency uses, wanting to dot the i's and cross the t's on the HIPAA requirements to get a report to the court. That hasn't been done yet. I'd like to maybe pass this for a couple weeks.
Where's she going?
Where do you?
I went through integrated services. She said that if it works with you guys, I could call her if you were able to call me back up, and she could like talk to you to where I can give verbal consent for the patient confidentiality thing over the phone.
This is a mental health treatment situation, not a substance abuse disorder, so.
Well, I'd rather have a report issued because I don't know if you're aware of this, how many people are aware of this, but if we do it in the courtroom, and we're broadcasting all of our hearings on YouTube. It's, you know, that's part of our system is it's open to the public. Has been for hundreds of years. It used to, even in England, it was called Star Chamber. They could cite you into court, nobody could come. You were in there by yourself. There was no proof of what happened. Well, we've outlawed that, and it has been the case for hundreds of years that all court proceedings have to be open to the public. Well, now with the internet, it's so easy. Put up some cameras, put it on YouTube. So if we do it in open court, the whole world's going to know your history. That's what I'm trying to get to, and I don't think you want that. I would prefer just to have a report that I can read, the attorneys can read, and we keep it confidential, at least semi-confidential.
Yeah, so with that in mind, I don't know what sort of a time frame. I don't care to go out further, but in order to just keep things moving along, we can come back sooner. I do have some trials coming up on certain, well, no, actually most of my trials have cleared out, so I'm available upcoming court dates, but I know that there's issues with the court's own calendar, so I don't know what.
Well, the 20th is a great date because no lawyers want to come on Tuesday. But
well, unfortunately,
I need lawyers here too.
I recognize that, but it being a Tuesday, I set court in another county.
Okay.
So I'm here, I am here.
Not Cabell County, is that?
No, it's actually Scioto County.
Okay.
I'm here the 12th, 16th, 23rd.
The 12th's okay. 12th would work.
Okay. I'm here Monday.
Is that soon enough?
I don't know if that's giving us enough time to get anything written and provided is my problem. But I'm here the 16th. That gives us a week to work with.
Is okay, or the 26th?
26th I have a jury trial, so if we could go with the 16th, Your Honor.
All right, January 16th.
Where is integrated services?
I went through the one in Gallia, so they did me with, it was with telehealth. I talked to her over the phone every Thursday.
So, and you've got my number. If she needs to talk to me about what we're dealing with, give it to me, give it to her, and I'll talk to her.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Okay,
all right.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Joshua Harris, case number CRB 25741, CRB 21583, CRA 21289, CRB 229.
Hold on, it's coming.
This is Mr. Smith's case.
It is, Judge. This is the case that Mr. Hill and I have discussed in chambers. There's a proposed resolution to present to Your Honor that he will enter a guilty plea on, well, he's already entered a guilty plea August of 21. He was in the throes of drug addiction. He just now is returned. He would be sentenced on that, as well as enter a guilty plea on the 25 menacing by stalking charge, and run those all concurrent. I believe the state's offer was 6 months, suspend 5, and we would ask if he could report on January 30th to the jail.
Gail, do you agree with that?
Yes, Your Honor, and we're also going to ask for a no contact order for the victim of the
That's not a deal breaker,
25
Judge. You'll sign
CRB
it.
741 case.
And you said the 30th?
The 30th, Judge, yes, sir. He's got some things, his father's ill, some things to take care of, but he will be here by 11 a.m. on January 30th, if that's acceptable.
Okay. Mr. Harris, do you agree with what you're
Yes, sir.
representing? You have a right to make a statement to the court if you want to. Do you have anything you want to say?
No, sir, just thanks for working with me.
Okay. All right, so let's start with the oldest case. We've got several 21 cases. Yeah. 21, 289, and 290 would look like the oldest cases. 21, 289, and 290.
He pled guilty to those previously.
Yes.
Yes. back in
They
20
haven't set for sentencing, but he's been out of pocket for quite a while.
He admits that, Judge, he has been out of pocket.
It was a misdemeanor that had been, theft felony that had been reduced to misdemeanor theft. Was there any restitution paid on any of those?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so there should be a 289 also. Do you have that? Okay, on the 289, theft, I'll impose a $200 fine, court costs, 180 days in jail, 150 suspended. He is to report on January 30th or 26th to begin 30-day jail sentence. 2 years of level 4 probation. No contact order, that was in previously, so I'm going to continue that. No contact order with Brianna Roberts, Breanna Roberts.
It's not the math sign. It's a theft. It's Courtney Beater.
Courtney Beater is the name of the victim on 25 CRB 741.
Okay. Yeah, we got a ways to get to it.
Oh, okay.
We're also on 21 cases now.
Okay.
That's a theft.
Was there any, there's no restitution
No, Your Honor.
on the food fair was the next alleged victim?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, on, so I think that's everything on, well, we can make July 31st as the review. At 9 a.m. And that should be amended to an M1 theft, not an F5 theft. So misdemeanor theft, not a felony theft. Okay, and we're ready to go to 290. CRB 290, not TRD. Okay, that's it. Okay, I'll impose a $100 fine on that. And court costs, that was a different category. No, same day, so no court costs on this one, it's all happened the same day. 180 days in jail, 150 suspended. And I think that's all we need on that, same review hearing date. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and send some of that. Now it's an M4, so guilty, finding, no court costs because it all happened the same day. You can just say 30 days in jail and it runs concurrent with the other cases.
Fine.
$50 fine. There's a domestic violence in here too. That's Kayla Harris was the alleged victim.
She dropped.
Yeah, that case was dismissed.
Okay. All right. 21,583 should be null. I don't show a null in my file. 21,583. Okay. Be null at the victim's request. And we got 21,999, that's a TRD case number, traffic, saying no. It's actually a driving under suspension and a headlight charge. So alleged that, I don't think it doesn't look like it was just ending as pre-trials. And he did appear at pre-trial back in 21. Is that part of the plea?
I don't take any position on that.
Judge, we'll enter a guilty plea. If there's jail time, we'd ask it run concurrent. If not, whatever fine the court deems appropriate.
Well, it's both of these are non-jailable. Well, no, actually it is. They follow as a jailable suspension. But I'll just include it with the others. Okay, so we can just put a fine on it, we don't have to do the suspended sentence, so we got that on the other cases. So $50 fine on the driving under suspension, and no fine on the headlight charge. And then we're down to the 25 cases.
Yes.
So, okay, still work on the others. Is there a no contact order on this stalking requested?
Yes, we just signed one, Judge, or he just signed one. We're fine with that.
So that leaves us 25,741. Courtney Beater was the person that had the no contact order. B-E-T-E-R. Courtney. I'll impose a $200 fine. Court process is a separate incident from the others. 180 days in jail, 150 suspended. Report for 30 on January 30th. No contact order, stay away from Courtney Beater. Review hearing July 31st. Okay, you'll need to see Mr. Major in probation. And then he's free to go.
Go that way, they'll send the order down, walk in right, I'll get you in the office.
Thank you, Judge.
You are.
State of Ohio recalls Cody Mead, case number CRD 251553, CRD 251873 A and B, CRC 23152 A, B, and C, CRD 228101 A and B, and CRC 221690 A and B.
We've got all the old cases now and the current file. So let's see where we are. These, looks like we're set for a review hearing for March the 3rd. So,
Of this year, Your Honor?
yeah, it appears he's current on them, so, everything else is set for March 3rd. And then we've got, well, I set this one for a pretrial for February the 13th. So let's just keep that.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
On March 3rd for reviews. He's staying, the treatment regime he's in now. We'll come back February 13th for pretrial and recharge.
So make sure you have that March
Is
3rd.
it set for March 3rd of '26? It looked to me like on September the 2nd of '25, he didn't appear.
Well, this is not my handwriting, so I'm assuming that this must have been when Judge Cummings was here. But he had a hearing on December 23rd, and the next date, and you're right, it says 25, but that's got to be wrong. It says the next date's March 3rd. What's it say on these files on the computer? So let's pull one of them up and see what it says.
Your Honor, I'm looking at the docket for March 3rd, and he's on the docket for all these files. Now, that is a Tuesday, so I'm not sure that that's, but he is on the docket for March 3rd, 2026 for review hearings on a number of files.
Well, let's do this. Let's just move everything to February 13th.
Yeah, just deal with everything on that day and then go from there.
Because obviously those dates are wrong. It's a Tuesday, because it's not a holiday, I don't think.
No, I look, the rest of the docket's just normal civil.
Okay, so I'll scratch out March 3rd and put February 13th on all these other cases. Or that's 26. And we give the clerk some time to go in and change all those hearings. Because there's a bunch of files.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Those are all the ones that need to be changed. And this one should already be I thought they were marked as reviewed.
Well, they are, but he's on 25 cases.
No, I think they corrected it.
Oh, it should be. Yeah, yeah, I want them all to be.
Domestic was not with her sister.
State of Ohio versus Christina Nisley.
Your Honor, she just went.
CRD 25567.
She just went to the restroom. Please
Can we recall, Judge?
We'll recall.
State of Ohio versus David A. Campbell, case number CRB 25378. Mr. Morford's case, Your Honor.
David Campbell, pre-trial, Mr. Morford's case.
Just the same one? Yes. Okay.
Is Jamie Campbell here?
Yes. Okay, good. I was looking through my text from Ms. Rayburn, and see if she texted me anything.
Back in November, last time we were here, she was satisfied that it was the council.
Okay.
That's amended. She's satisfied.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother at all.
What's the state's position on that?
Well, it appears that Mr. Campbell is doing what we want him to do and that he's being successful at that. And I don't know at this point what the VA feels is the end result. It seems to me like it's something that goes on probably.
Yeah, they didn't give us that, it was kind of sparse, what they gave us, but it said that he's there. It's two sentences. He's there and he's doing his appointments and looks like he's compliant. They didn't give us any prognosis or anything like that.
Well, we want him to continue doing that. That's number one. And our goal is to dismiss the charges at some point. Once we can be sure that he's not going to fall back into the same problems again. And he may tell us that he intends to continue to use the VA services even after this is over. I hope that he would say that because I think that it's a valuable resource for anyone who has struggled with this.
What says the defendant?
Judge, we'd like to continue this with the eye towards monitoring and eventual dismissal.
Got a couple months then?
I would think that would be sufficient.
March, yeah, any,
I'm at your convenience in March, Your Honor.
okay. $13th? That's a Friday.
Could we get another date in March that he's got something planned that date, Judge?
20th?
I'm free then.
Next hearing will be March 20th. 26, pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus Kevin Dale, case number CRB 24681.
Morpheus case for pre-trial.
Good.
Commissioner RRS. screens are good, and his report is good. Okay, good job.
Thank you.
Okay, good start, but I think we need to do this for a while longer, monitor. Maybe toward the end of February, come back.
Sounds good, Judge.
Yeah, what's your schedule in last couple of weeks of February?
I'm here the 20th. Is that,
All right. February 20th. Be the next hearing for pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Fayetteville High versus Robert Hensley. First number CRB 21-114, and B CRB 21-115, and B CRB 23-324, CRA 21-345, CRB 21-346.
Okay. Okay. He's completed the newness of life. I'm showing, she's got one case that's not completed, but I think it has a felony, huh? Let's see. Maybe not. No felony, it's 23-324. Three 24. It was an assault charge from May of 23.
And the victim, we've been in contact over the time period, and the goal was here, yes, was to, for him to complete the treatment successfully, and we agreed we would dismiss the charge if he did that, and he has apparently done that, so that's
Okay.
good news.
So 23-324 will be knowledge for the completion of treatment as requested with the complaint clerk. So with that, I think we can switch into the review hearing docket. For the other things, he just says, looks like fines and costs. Yes. Everything else is just fines and court costs and the others. One was some restitution on one of these. I don't think that's all been paid. But anyway, it's just dollars and cents now.
He plans on paying off the monies owed to the court judge when his taxes come in.
Okay. I'll put him for his first review hearing.
That's ours.
And it doesn't matter what day of the week you come back, so let's make it the 17th of February. February 17th for review at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Jared Stover, case number CRA 2619, CRB 2620. Jared Stover.
I believe he's in the restroom.
All right, we'll recall him. Oh, here he is, he's here. All right, so we're going to talk about bond issues here.
Okay, Your Honor. So I spoke to Mr. Stover, and I'm not going to file a probation violation on him, but he's going to go inpatient with focus. We do have an ankle monitor available, though, for him. So he needs to get that put on today.
Stay agreeable.
We're agreeable to him, for him to go to treatment with the ankle monitor, making no promises about what our approach to this case is going to be, but I think the number one thing is that he needs to get control of himself, and so that'll be a first step.
Okay, so I'm going to order that he get an ankle monitor. He'll need to go to adult probation today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Get that done. And he can go immediately thereafter to
Yes, sir.
focus. And then his bond, then, as long as he stays away from Ms. Coleman and his compliant treatment, will be continued. His posted bond is continued with this criteria.
Yeah. Where's the case? What's the case?
20. CRB 20.
And we need to, he's going to hire, you still want to hire your own lawyer? Or
I don't know now. I'm not gonna be working, yeah.
do you have any money saved?
A little bit, some credit cards and stuff, availability, a little bit saved. I don't know if it's enough to hire a lawyer, but I can,
When's the last time you worked?
last Wednesday.
You got out of treatment when? You were in residential treatment.
I was in residential treatment. I got out October 3rd, went back to work October 7th, and then worked until last Wednesday, which was, I guess, the 4th of January.
Okay.
So I had to kind of make up for the last, I was out of work for about 50 days.
Who represented you before? Mr. Smith?
Yes, Mr. Smith.
All right, I'll reappoint him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So he's going to be in treatment, he's got a bond. You want to have a preliminary go out further? Or?
If we could, Judge, we'd waive time, let's get some traction and treatment, see how he's doing.
How about, well, I want to set the first week of February if you're available.
I could do the 6th or the 9th of February.
6th.
Yes, sir.
February 6th will be the next hearing. Will be a preliminary, and the state's not agreeing that they'll necessarily keep it here, but for now, they'll keep it here.
We'll see how he's doing, okay.
See, yeah, give him a chance to show what he can do.
That's fair.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're right. Checking, Andrew, you still okay over there? Okay. Potential young lawyer coming right here. He's at Harvard on Maumee right now. It is what they call it, school, isn't it? Yeah. Harvard on Maumee.
Capital is Yale on the Olympians. Sounds right.
State of Ohio versus Sarah Kingley, case number CRB 25806. Mr. Morphin's case, Your Honor.
Mr. Morford's case for pretrial.
Judge, we're going to have to ask you for a short continuance to allow her to watch the video. I think it was handed to me earlier today.
All right. Let me tell you what I've got. Of course, we could do the 20th. That's a Tuesday. We do need lawyers here.
I'll take you up on that.
Okay, let's do the 20th. January 20th will be the next hearing. 10 o'clock for pretrial.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Noah Moore, case number CRA 25-542, CRC 25-20.
He's trying to get some.
Need a plea to the FBI. Do you say you're guilty of it, or do you do? You want to let people get out of the way with it?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's going to be a fine. Suspended jail sentence. No, use your from school. Excuse me, your treatment. Judge, we're going to have a change of plea.
Okay.
The OVI, we're going to plead guilty.
Is that correct, Mr. Moore?
It is.
How's the state want to proceed? You want to delay sentencing or go ahead with sentencing now on the OVI and take it since the felony will remain pending?
Well, Your Honor, we've gotten this certificate of completion. This kind of got out of order as far as how we generally proceed in these things. So this is from, where's this from, Cardinal?
White Light.
Oh,
He
White
he
Light.
completed the
Oh.
detox program there.
The detox plan.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, all right,
He
so,
completed a NOVA.
Yes.
I got you. Okay, so now he's at Cardinal. Well, we're obviously encouraged by the progress he's made at this point. We would be, since we have this felony pending also, we would be willing to continue it and allow him to continue in treatment. We wouldn't take a position on the sentencing on the OVI today or delaying it. Either one would be okay with us.
Let's delay it. Let's see what, you're just getting started. Let's kind of wait and see how you do. And down the road, I'm going to sentence you on the OVI. So I'm accepting the plea. Delay sentencing. better you do on your treatment, the better I'll do on your sentencing on the ODI. So I want to encourage you to make a life change. And we want you to be successful, and to do that, I think you've got to basically turn over a new leaf and dedicate yourself to it. And once I'm convinced that's happened, then I want to help you be successful and not looking for any kind of punishment, but supportive services for you. So
I appreciate
convince me that that's what's happening, that you're changing over to a new way of doing business. So let's come back and say a month or so, monitor how you're doing with your treatment.
Okay.
So February, Mr. Morford.
I'm pretty good, especially on the Fridays, but Mondays are doable too, Judge.
Okay. Well, we've got another one of those Tuesday dates. Can you do that, the 17th?
Yes, Your Honor.
2/17 will be the next hearing. And it'll be preliminary hearing and sentencing.
You got these things? I got it.
We got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Keep working, sir.
Thanks.
State of Ohio versus William Spalding, case number CRB 25601, ABCD&E, CRB 23512.
Approach, Your Honor.
Yes. So, continuance of your request. Yes. A couple weeks ago. Yeah, the 23rd is 2 weeks.
This is in compliance with the state.
Okay, the state's asking for more time. There's been a video furnished by the alleged victim, but they can't open it, so they're going to get with them and see if they can't do something to get it usable. So, 1, 2 weeks for that, I'll grant that to the 23rd of January. Will be the next one, January 23rd for pre-trial.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Angela Spurlock, case number CRB 181327, CRB 181297, CRB 18558.
Mr. Morphe's case.
Judge, she's working on her community service at the present time.
And I have a payment too.
Okay. You're making a payment on funds today?
Yes,
How much?
just $20.
Okay.
I have a question though. When I finish my community service, I can still do it to pay on my fines, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
All right, so we've been putting this on the sentencing docket, I think, because she has a bond up now, so this is what we do with owners of bonds. All right, see the clerk, make your payment, keep working on your community service.
Okay.
Let's go about a month out, February the 9th. Is that good?
Yes, Your Honor.
February 9th will be her next hearing, it will be sentencing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, see the clerk.
You're welcome. Here, take this.
State of Ohio versus Angela Pruitt, case number CRA 25623.
Since you work this case, could you call and preliminary hearing?
May I approach you?
Yes, she's at Bethesda. Very good report, says you're actually helping other people there too, besides yourself, so good screens, good job.
Thank you.
Judge, when I can, I'd like to address you with respect to the treatment. She's wanting the court to okay her to go to outpatient treatment. Her father is ill with a terminal cancer diagnosis and is not expected to be with us much longer.
Well, I'm okay with it, but I'm not gonna order it. I mean, I don't order the treatment providers to give any particular treatment. I let them decide what the treatment is. Now, if they come to me and say, well, we're not really sure what to do here, then maybe I would make a decision then, but I don't get that here. So I don't think they're recommending outpatient.
This is the first I've heard of it, so it would have to go in front of the clinical directors, and then several people have to be brought in before we make a decision.
All right, so here's what you need to do. I'm not gonna order it to go to outpatient, I'm gonna order it to go to treatment, and you're in inpatient right now, so you can discuss it with the folks there, and if you're unhappy about it, I guess you can bring it back, but my usual procedure is gonna be to follow what the treatment providers recommend. So I don't get involved and tell the providers, oh, you should make them do this, you should make them do that, don't make them do this. I let them come up with a treatment plan, and then I enforce it. So, I'm sorry about your circumstances, but if I did this, everybody would want out of inpatient. You understand? Everybody, because everybody can come up with a reason they don't need to be an inpatient, they need to be outpatient, almost. There are a few that say I need inpatient, but for the most part, people want the least restrictive treatment that they can get, which means them going home. So, I'm not gonna do that.
Permission to speak, Your Honor?
Well, you can, but that's gonna be my ruling, so.
Okay. I don't have an issue with Bethesda. They're great. They're wonderful. I've accomplished a lot of things since I've been there. I'm happy there. I have no complaints whatsoever. I just have a lot of outside things going on.
Everybody does.
I know. I understand.
Everybody has outside things.
I understand that.
But here's the thing,
And also-
you're charged with a felony.
Absolutely. What is it?
You're charged with a felony.
Yes.
That means you could go to prison.
Absolutely. I understand
So,
that.
this is a great opportunity for you. That other stuff, I understand it's a problem and for your family or whatever, but it's not going to change the treatment regime.
Okay.
talk to the treatment provider. Don't come in here and ask me to order them to do something. I'm not gonna do that.
I didn't mean it like that. I
Okay,
was
ma'am,
just-
I've heard you.
Okay,
That's enough.
okay.
That's my ruling. February the 9th will be your next hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio recalls Christina Nisley, case number CRB 25567.
This is Mr. Smith's case.
Is this something they're continuing with? Yes.
Yes. Yeah, you can keep those. Yeah, that's
Is Tyler Nigel here? Well, do you have protection?
We got this nice stuff last, very first hearing.
Follow it through, make sure she completes it. Right. I don't know if it's a definite completion. We just want to make sure everything's okay.
Where you're going to have a definite completion date, or just going to be continuous?
It's probably continuous.
Well, just wait here for a second.
And it's got my diagnosis and all my medicine and stuff on there too.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got my.
Well, I understand that too.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what that report says. So, Your Honor, from all reports that we've gotten, including from Mr. Nisley, she's doing very well, and we want her to continue to do really well. And this is one of those ones that might not be able to be clear as to what the end date, what the success date is for this, but we'd like to get another report anyway to make sure that she's on her way to maintaining. So we'd like to come back one more time.
Judge, I think that's appropriate, and I will get a copy out of the court file for Mr. Hilton, that report. She just had the one, but that's yours to keep in the court file. I agree, come back in about a month, and I'll ask Shawnee to give a letter. Is this going to be something continuous, lifelong, and there's no hard end date, but we'll have a better handle next time.
What's your schedule in February?
I'm here the 6th, 9th, or 13th.
Let's do the 6th. Mine's pretty busy.
Okay. February 6th, yeah, it works.
Pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio versus Robert H. Mayer, case number CRB 22244 A and B, and TRD 062492.
Your Honor, he's in the VA hospital right now with his wife. He had a heart attack last night.
This is, he doesn't have a lawyer. This is an old case. He has a bond up though, I think, doesn't
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
he? He's where?
At the VA hospital.
So you're asking for continuance?
Yes,
on
yes,
this?
please.
How, do you have any idea how long he's
I
gonna
have
be?
no idea. I couldn't tell you.
All right, and it's your request. I'm going to set it for January 26th, now that's a
26th.
Monday. Monday, January 26th will be the next hearing
At 10?
at 10 a.m. That's the VA hospital in Huntington?
Yes.
And you say he had a heart attack?
Yes, ma'am, yes, sir.
All right. Hope he recovers well. January 26th will be his next hearing.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Jason Hash, case number CRA 25826. Your Honor, he has been picked up by Medina County.
All right, this is a Rule 4 to Medina County. Mr. Hash has been picked up by them, so the case here is dismissed.
Your Honor, we're ready to call some inmates.
Okay, we have some things to do at the jail by teleconference.
They're here.
Oh, we're here, okay. We're here.
State of Ohio versus Roger Pritchard, case number CRB 2617.
Roger Pritchard. All right, you're Roger Pritchard, correct? Mr. Pritchard, I'm Judge Capper. This is your, what's called an arraignment hearing. So first I want to tell you about your rights, make sure you understand them. You have a right to remain silent. You don't have to say anything in this hearing. If you do make statements, that what you're saying is all being recorded. It could be used against you to make some statement that implicates yourself in this situation. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail, to make the state of Ohio prove the charge against you beyond a reasonable doubt. And, I think that's it. That's the rights you have. Do you understand those rights, sir? Yes, sir. I'm going to go over the charge with you that you were just handed a copy of. It's called the domestic violence charge. And it alleges that at Perry Township on January the 8th of 26, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Rebecca Pritchard. And that Rebecca is either a member of your family or lives in your household. So that's why it's called domestic violence. Do you understand that charge? Yes, sir. Any questions before you enter a plea to this charge? What plea do you wish to enter? You want a lawyer appointed to represent you? Do you have a job? No. Do you have any income? No. Social Security, what do you get? Yes. Okay, so you only work odd jobs? Okay. Roger Smith. Not guilty plea is entered for you. Mr. Smith's going to be the lawyer. Is 17 Private Drive, 187, Apartment B, South Point, your correct address? Do you have, if you were released from jail, would you have a place to live other than with Rebecca? Yes, sir. Where would that be? She lived locally? No, she was Jackson. Okay, Jackson County. Mr. Hill.
Well, Your Honor, we've spoken with Rebecca, and Rebecca wants Roger back home, and she wants him to do anger management counseling. So she didn't want a protection order. So if he wanted to do anger management counseling, it'd probably go a long way. Oh, and also, and apparently he's had a history of some drug issues as well, so she would like to have an SUD assessment and counseling. And under those circumstances, we would agree to an OR bond.
Okay. I'm going to let you sign a $1,500 signature bond. That means you just sign a piece of paper that says, I promise I'll come to court. As long as you do, you don't have to pay the $1,500. If you don't show up, then you'll owe the $1,500 and you get a warrant. So yeah, you can go back home. She didn't want your order to stay away, so you can go back home. What the state's saying, and you can talk to Mr. Smith about this, they want you to get some counseling. And they want you to assess for substance use issues too, so. You don't need this. Probably best is to talk to your lawyer about this, because the things you say in the courtroom, they can be used against you. What you tell him in private can't be used against you. What do you think of, well, I think we said something for you the 26th?
January, yes, Judge.
January 26th. The next hearing will be a pretrial at 10 o'clock.
You have to go to like that. Easy. Too bad that didn't win last night.
There's no protection.
They didn't win last night.
State of Ohio versus Logan T. Wright. Case number CRB 24512, A and B.
All right, Mr. Wright, I ordered him to jail on December 5th for 158 days. So that's what's been a little over a month now. And that was basically because of rough treatment. I think it wasn't that you just left once, I think you left a couple times. So what do you think? Do you want to try treatment again, or do you want to sit in the jail for another month or so? I don't know. So you're telling me, Logan T. Wright is telling me and the whole world, because everybody's watching, you're going to do whatever you can from now on to stay out of jail. It's not a nice place to live, is it? Okay. Well, I know you went to Focus before, and then after that, you went to Cardinal. Who wants to give this? This is a third chance. He needs a third chance. Well, Well, you got people that wanna help you, that's good. It's bad, I've had people like, I'll say, who wants to help this guy? Everybody puts their hand in there like this, like they're way down. They don't want anything to do with that person. So you haven't got to that point yet. That's like one of the things I say about the United States. At least people still want to come here. It's a bad thing they're coming sometimes illegally. But some countries have a problem with everybody wants to leave. They don't want to go there. They want to leave there. So that's a good problem to have, that people still want to come here. So, okay. You've been to Focus. Would you want to go back there, or you want to try something different? Do you remember? Was that in the front door and out the back door kind of thing? Okay, so you've already assessed him before. You want to assess him again?
We'd be willing to take him again.
Okay.
I don't know if an ankle monitor would be possible.
I put an ankle monitor. I don't think I can now. Because the adult probation, as I understand it, their position is if they put an ankle monitor on you once and you run, they're not putting another one on you.
We could buy cowbells.
Well, that might work. I mean, that's, my dad used to have a saying, poor people have poor ways. So sometimes we have to resort to some of the old-fashioned ways because we can't afford the newfangled ones. Okay, if they'll take you, I'm gonna release you to Focus. And if you run from there, you're just gonna have to get, once I get you back, and you won't leave, will you? You love it here. You got family here? You want to stay here? You want to live here? Okay. Well, then you got to get this thing taken care of. The other option is just take off. Once I, go to Focus, take off and never come back. Go, I don't know, Mexico, someplace in South America, probably as well as I get a choice right now. Someplace far away and never come back here. That's your other option. But if you want to live here, you got to follow the rules and take care of this and get it done. You're a young guy, have a good life, go on and say, I did some crazy stuff when I was young, but now I'm straightened out and I'm going to have a good life. So this is your chance. Do it. Okay, so I want to see you back. I don't think we should go a month with you. Let's make it a little sooner than that. Let's make it for the 20th. That's a good date. So it'll be a light docket and give you a lot of attention. So you got to do what they tell you to do, when they tell you to do it, how they tell you to do it, unless it's illegal or immoral. And you're going to have to prove that. So my presumption is that the treatment provider is right. You come in here to speak because I get people, I want you to go in there and start barking out orders and ordering people around, having trouble with the other patients that are there, interfering with their treatment. That's going to be bad. So do what you're supposed to do. I'll see you on the 20th with a good report, right? Okay, you're getting out of jail.
Is he coming back on the review docket?
He'll be back on the review docket. 9 o'clock on January 20th. And never go back to jail again. Okay? Just do what you need to do to stay out of jail. It's not that hard.
State of Ohio versus Malachi McComas. Case number CRB 25417.
Okay, so you're Malachi McComas. Looks like a bench warrant was issued for you on October 28th of 25 for failure to appear for a probation hearing. And got arrested on that warrant. Do you understand the allegation against you? Do you admit or do you deny you violated your probation? Mr. Major, your probation officer, do you want to give me a report on what happened?
He was ordered on reporting probation, Your Honor, and given a date to return to report probation as is ordered by the court. He did not report on that date as ordered, so a probation violation and a bench warrant was issued for his arrest.
Okay. I'm going to order him to take a urine screen today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's see what that shows. So go do a urine screen. I'll get you back after I see the results.
State of Ohio versus Todd Twyman, case number TRC 11-1818, CRB 11-759, and TRC 10-189. Todd Twyman. Oh, that's Mr. Stiers.
Who it is, Mr. Stiers? This is one we did discuss in chamber with the prosecutor previously.
He's been in 7 days. So he gets statements on Monday.
If that's what the judge does, which I would recommend that.
It's charged.
Your Honor, I've had an opportunity to speak to Mr. Vaughn about what we discussed in chambers this morning. He's been in for 7 days at this point, Your Honor. We have an OBI that is charges of refusal. I discussed with Mr. Field, and the trooper is retired, but also it's probably something we can find that he could find if he needed to. So to save himself that issue, he is willing to treat this not as recommend treating this not as a refusal for purposes of sentencing. He's had 7 days in jail. He would have to. Okay. Well, I thought 7, apparently 8. If he went in last Thursday, he'd have 8 days in jail. He'd have to stay in 2 more days if the court were to follow our recommendation, which would be 180 days in jail and 170 suspended, credit for the 8 served. A fine at your discretion, community service at your discretion. Now, he lives in Belpre, Ohio, so I've discussed with him that he either have to find a way to get down here for a few days to do some community service, or he'd have to make arrangements to do the community service up there. And that it's my expectation that if you were to go along with this, you would probably set a fairly quick review hearing and want to see some serious progress on this, because he also has an old charge where he owes about $1,500 to the court and 60 hours of community service on that. There's also a child endangerment charge that would also be dealt with through suspended jail time, probably additional fines and community service. So he's going to have a lot to do, and even though he's far away, I mean, Belpre is still in the state of Ohio, so if he weren't to appear at a review hearing, if you were to follow these recommendations, he needs to understand that he would still be subject to arrest. I mean, he's picked up in whatever county, I don't know what county Belpre is, whatever county that is. He'd end up sitting there for a week or so before he got pulled back down here. So it's in his interest to get this taken care of. And this is a fairly old case. He's he's aged quite a bit since then. He's told me that he's gotten a little bit wiser, and these represent mistakes of his youth. It's been quite a while. The child that is alleged in the child endangerment is now an adult. This was 2011 case, so we're talking about 15 years ago. So, I mean, and I told him as well, the court isn't bound by our recommendations, but if we make these recommendations, that's basically what we can do.
So he is changing his plea to the existing case?
And we're going to make a guilty plea on the existing case, and I guess admit failure, I assume it's failure to appear at a review hearing on the older he would have been that failure to appear.
Well, he didn't appear on the other case on the arraignment either. He had a habeas issue with the,
I wasn't clear if that had been arranged before or just, right.
if it was a habeas, that means he failed to appear for the initial hearing, and he was, let's look at the citation, but, yeah, he was cited to appear at this court on August the 5th, 2011 at 9 a.m. by Trooper Webb. He failed to appear, and habeas got issued for him. So. All right, so there is an admission that failure to appear for, he had a review hearing, and it was at September the 10th of 2010. So he was lucky in that he should have never been released on that 2011 charge. If they would have checked, they would have found there was a warrant for him. He should have been held in jail until he appeared. That didn't happen. So he has 60 hours of community service still left on the old case.
Yeah, and I believe, like I said, about $1,400 a fine cost, so significant. You have significant work to be done on the old case even before we consider looking forward to those old case.
All right, well, then it's going to be important to me what Mr. Twyman has to say, because this is pretty serious stuff. I mean, the underlying charges are really serious, and the fact that he took off and did not come to court for years, and never came to court voluntarily. I assume he got arrested on the warrant. He didn't turn himself in. If he did, I'd like to know that he turned himself in.
I didn't ask him that, but I mean, you did, you turned yourself in and you the rest of the warrant.
Not more. Yeah, I did not.
Yeah, so that's important, because if everybody did that, we don't have a system of justice. It won't function. We cannot go out and physically drag every person that has a violation back before the court. It's impossible to do. There's not enough law enforcement people to do it, not enough bail bondsmen. It would be just utter chaos. So that has to be taken into account. There has to be a part. If I'm one of these people, it's like, well, I'll just blow it off for 15 years, and then, Judge, you're going to give me the same thing I would have got anyway? That is not right. So, with that said, Mr. Twyman, the floor is yours. What have you got to say for yourself?
I say I genuinely apologize to the court, city, and state for not being with it appropriately. I was in college, I was raising my child life and working, and I prioritized things wrong. And went out to run, went out there looking at my shoulder, I just continued to work, raised my child from 8 months old to adulthood, got a grandchild, and just didn't put it on top of my priority list. I'm now married for the first time my whole life. My wife would definitely make sure I went out there and I'll take care of my business. Got a grandchild, child raised. And like he said, definitely 15 plus years later, I'm not out there acting like I did when I was in college working at Funny Bone.
How did it come to be that you got arrested?
Just partying for New Year's Eve. We had cops called the house for breaking the ruckus, hooping and hollering.
Where?
In
You don't.
Belgrade, Ohio.
Oh, you got arrested in Belgrade. I was thinking you got arrested around. You got arrested up in Belgrade.
Yeah, that's up where I live.
Okay.
We were hooping and hollering.
Honestly, it's surprised I got back down here as quick as he did.
Yeah.
I don't think Belgrade's contiguous.
Well, it doesn't sound like you've grown up that much. I mean, I don't know, Mr. Hill, do you have parties where the police come to your house?
No, it's been a long time.
I'm not saying partying like smoking weed.
Okay.
Bad guy.
Do you work now?
I help with a business, a friend of mine, I run a restaurant. But was not underpaid, and then where we live, I helped take care of my wife's son, who was 87 years old.
Is she here today?
No, Your Honor, she's in Belpre. She contacted me yesterday. I've spoken to her. She is in Belpre. He is the primary caregiver for her elderly uncle, and basically kind of right now while he's been gone, she's had to be kind of taking shifts at that as well as some other people, so she won't be able to get up here today.
Okay.
But I have her contact information, let her know what's going on.
Anything else you want to tell me?
I apologize for that.
I want to go back and look at this old case, because he wrote me a letter dated February the 12th, 2010, asking for early release, because I gave him a 30-day jail sentence on a first offense, and that's pretty unusual.
Yeah, I asked for early release so that I break my back on my own and get back to work.
This is about, in the good old days, when Mike was running our community service, he would pick up people out of jail, take them out on community service. We had a lot of people we could take out and got a lot of stuff done, but we're not allowed to do that anymore. And he says, I've got recommendations from the following persons: Newman, Chapman, Carter, and Sisler. And then I granted it. I gave you an early release. And then how did you repay me? By blowing it off. You got another one, then you blew it off and didn't come to court. I need to go back and look at what this one says, because that's highly unusual that you would get that kind of sentence on a first offense. So let's see what it says.
I think the test score was over .2 on that one in 2010.
So here's the statement of facts from the one in 2010. January 29, 2010, 2:27 a.m., I observed the suspect traveling east on US 52 at what appeared to be a high rate of speed. I activated my radar unit, received an initial reading of 71. The suspect increased his speed until he passed my car at 77 miles an hour. I turned my patrol car around to stop the suspect. When I caught up the suspect, I was facing his vehicle at 88 to 90 miles an hour. He committed multiple lane violations while I was trying to radio in the stop. As we approached the hill at milepost 18, he took the curve at 85 miles an hour and slid off the right side of the road, almost striking the guardrail. He was able to keep from striking the guardrail, came back on the roadway. As soon as we cleared the hill, I activated my pursuit lights to stop the suspect. I approached the vehicle. Suspect was observed not wearing a safety belt. There was odor of alcohol coming from his inside the vehicle's eyes were bloodshot glasses. He was slurring his speech. I had him exit the vehicle, come to the patrol car with me. He stated he drank 3 Long Island iced teas prior to operating the vehicle. He had an odor of alcohol, 6 of 6 clues on HGN test. Performed poorly on one leg stand. And then quit the test. Transferred to Armed Patrol Post. Submitted to a BAC .222. He did not have a valid operator's license. He was transported to jail. Okay. And let's read the one from the 2011 that he was pled to. I was dispatched to a crash on County Road 17 and County Road 31. On arrival, suspect was sitting behind the steering wheel trying to get the white Chevy minivan. He was driving out of the ditch. Suspect's 9-year-old daughter was sitting in the front passenger seat. No damage to the vehicle, so I didn't prepare a crash report. While speaking to the suspect, there was a strong odor of alcohol coming from his person. The suspect said that he had 5 beers prior to the crash. He showed 6 of 6 clues on horizontal gaze and nystagmus and failed a portable breath test. Daughter was taken to their home by Trooper Rovers and released to the suspect's girlfriend, Anna Wood. He performed poorly on a walk and turn, one leg stand, was placed under arrest for OUI, handcuffed. Vehicle was towed from the scene by Johnson's Record Service. He was shown ALS, taken to patrol post, and refused to take a breath test. Check of his OL showed he didn't have a driver's license. Charged with ODI, no OL, endangering children. He was cited into Lawrence County Municipal Court due to jail overcrowding. He was released to his brother, and then he never showed up for court. Okay. Any response to those things I just read into the record?
Same thing as before. 4 choices.
Okay. So he needs to be sentenced on 11/18/18. I'll impose a $500 fine. Or the cost to be paid. Do you have a license now?
This will actually be my first step to being work towards getting that on my back.
Yeah, these cases would stop him from getting a license in the meantime because I guess where they were not completed.
Okay, I'll give him a 3-year license suspension. That's going to be up anyway because it's been so long.
It technically that long to get everything paid back, but this is the first time they're getting me if I can start working towards that. This is good.
You want the number of days?
Yes.
So that's 1,095 days. I'm going to give him 180 days in jail. And I'll suspend 165 and credit for 8 days. So I'm not giving you 10. You don't deserve the minimum. The minimum's 10 days. You don't deserve the minimum. You deserve a lot more than that.
Sure.
And it's still hanging over your head. So if you don't live up to what you're supposed to do,
Is there any way I can?
no. You're not getting out.
Oh, they don't do that.
60 hours of community service. So you got a lot, but you still have 68, you got 120 hours of community service left to do. You can do it in your home area, that's fine.
If I can just make a point, you need, before you start doing something, to speak to this guy right here, Josh, I'm not saying your own name, Cooper, who will help you with that, because you don't want to do it somewhere you're not going to get credit. So coordinate with him and get that done.
Okay, 2 years of level 3 probation. And let's set a review here pretty quick, because I want to know if you're going to comply or not. If you're not, I'm going to get a warrant out there for you. March 2nd. March 2nd will be your first review hearing. So he's got to do a total of 15 days.
Yes, that will be.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry?
There's a D case that,
Oh, the no driver's license, $200 fine.
there's also under a separate case number.
The child and baby.
Child and baby.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Having your 9-year-old child in the front seat of the car while you're drinking and driving. So, a $250 fine. 20 days in jail, 20 days suspended, an additional 18 hours of community service. But, so I've got a total of almost 6 months in jail I can give you if you mess up. So you say you've changed, you've grown up, show me you've grown up and take care of this. Okay. Any questions? That's all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Okay, all matters are being set for review on the same day.
Correct. Everything's March 2nd.
Okay.
That file back. That's all right. He had two, 11, 18, 18, that's the one I just sent to him. And then he had an old case, 10, 189. But the one he just got jail time on is 11, 18, 18. Okay.
Your license suspension, was that 1,095 days?
Yeah.
State of Ohio versus Marcus Davis, Senior, case number CRA 2613, A, B, and C. Mr. Holmes' case.
Set for preliminary hearing.
I was told they bring him up here?
Yes.
All right.
I think we reached an agreement on Mr. Davis in exchange for a motion to reduce bond to $20,000 cash assured Mr. Davis will be here.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, he had 75,000 is what it was. So, was it 20,000? Bond was reduced to 20,000 cash or surety. So he's gonna post a surety thing. He's waiving his preliminary hearing and the case is gonna go to the grand jury. Do you agree with that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have you already talked to Mr. Sadler? Do you want to talk to him?
What is that case number, please?
It is CRA 2613. So I think they're all felonies.
Yes.
Here's an updated address. So I'll approve the waiver of the preliminary hearing cases down there with the grand jury. Bond is reduced to 20,000 cash for sure.
State State of Ohio recalls Malachi McComas, who's back in holding, case number CRB 25417. Keep it in.
Well, you need to go to treatment. That's you, cocaine and fentanyl. That's what you tested positive for. You still live in Portsmouth? Where you live now? Okay. Have you been in treatment?
Yeah.
Where?
I've completed recovery point.
Well, you're testing positive for cocaine and fentanyl now.
Yeah. Years ago.
When you did recovery point? You have a West Virginia medical card?
No, it's Ohio.
You got Ohio? Do you want to go to treatment, or you just want to lay out in jail?
Yeah, I'll take treatment.
Okay. RRS is going to talk to you. And we'll decide, after they talk to you, decide how that's going to work. So I have you back after you talk with them.
State of Ohio versus John Larson here at the court.
This is Ted's case. Case number is 25777. Do you need some time to talk?
I think we're okay. She was showing me here. It looks like the situation was he was an outpatient injury with focus as recommended inpatient. That he do that.
Did you read their report?
And he says he wanted just want to do it.
I mean, will Focus take him back?
Absolutely.
Do you want to go back to Focus? Well, let's put it this way.
Yeah, I respect, honestly, yeah, I'm done interrupting the little girl's life, so whatever, yeah, at least interruption to him, so.
You can't use your little girl for an excuse. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You're trying to say I left treatment because of my little girl.
No, I didn't say that, sir. I said, they're the reason, I'm trying not to interrupt their life anymore.
Well, the best thing you can do is to get clean.
Yes, sir.
And don't use them as a reason to leave.
Judge actually him laid out in jail.
Well, you came back, you left, and when you came back, they say you were positive for methamphetamine, which is the thing you're charged with being in possession of. November 1st, Erie Township, knowingly obtained, possessed, or used methamphetamine, a Schedule II controlled substance. I mean, the games have got to stop. Or you're just going to go to the grand jury, get indicted, and you can go try your tricks with Judge Finley or Judge Ballard, who can send you to prison if they want to. I can't send you to prison. If you don't want to go to prison, you want to go stay clean, this is the place for you. But I haven't seen it yet. I think you just don't want to go to prison. I don't know that you want to get clean. If you don't want to get clean, you're wasting my time. This is a court for people who want to get clean and want to do what it takes to get clean. If you want to fight it and you want to scratch and claw and get away with whatever you can get away with, go down to common pleas and see how it works for you there. Is that what you want?
Yes, sir.
Well, convince me, because so far I'm not seeing it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is your last chance. I'll release you back to Focus. If you spit on the sidewalk at Focus, I want to know it, and he's going to the grand jury and getting indicted. No more games. I mean, I know you too well, John Dale Larson. I know your middle name. No more games. You're old enough to stop this foolishness. Pastime. So one more chance. If you mess up, you're going to the grand jury. If that's what you want, then try leaving without permission, or messing with the counselors, messing with the other patients. That'll get you shipped. Do you understand?
Yeah, we get the 23rd if you want to come back in a couple of weeks just to make sure.
January 23rd will be the next hearing. And you all, you'll get him transported today, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay, thank you. Preliminary hearing, January 23rd, under the same law. Yeah, you're gonna get released from here. But you gotta go straight to treatment. You're not going home, not going anyplace else first.
State of Ohio versus Kirsten Shipman, who's back at Holden. Case number CRB 23698.
Mr. Morford's case.
Mayor Pro Tem.
Yes. Staff probation hours.
Your Honor, if I may, there's also a warrant out of common police court for tampering with evidence and vandalism where she cut an ankle monitor off. So she's being held on that right now.
So it's probably gonna be out of my control. She's probably going to common pleas. What I just told Mr. Larson he's gonna face if he messes up again. So that's what she's gonna face. Mr. Morford, I don't know, what can we say? She's got to hold her from common pleas. She's gonna have to go there, face the music.
That trumps everything.
Well, is there a probation violation filed, or?
I don't know that I have, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm not seeing one as a current judge.
She had left treatment and went to a different facility, Your Honor, and when she came in today, I placed her in custody. I did not file a probation violation.
And then you found out there is a holder from common pleas?
There's a warrant for her arrest. Once I put her into custody, I found there was a warrant for her arrest out of common police court.
And are those new charges, or?
Those are the charges from when we released her on the ankle monitor and she cut the ankle monitor off and left treatment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so those have been pending in common pleas for a while.
I believe the warrant was issued September of last year.
Oh, wow.
I thought I already dealt with that, because you sent it to the, I may be wrong, but whenever I came here and you gave me the bond and I got out of jail, you guys sent it to the grand jury. And we had been watching it while I was at Focus, and they had never said it, like, I'd never said anything. I don't know when the warrant actually came up.
Can you check, can you see that, Mr. Deal?
I looked online, Your Honor. It was issued September of 2025. She was indicted by the grand jury, and then they issued a warrant for her arrest.
Okay. She's never been arraigned on that?
It does not show that.
No, I didn't know about it at all. And I've even been here since.
Well, why don't we do this? Let's just set this out if there is a new charge, felony charge in common pleas, I don't know if we really even need to go ahead with the probation violation, but I can give her an OR bond on it right now, so that won't interfere with what common pleas wants to do. And then we can decide if we want to go forward with the probation violation here, just like common pleas handle it.
Your Honor, I think the only thing she has here is the theft charge from 24.
She was set for sentencing in February of 26, February 20th of 26. She had a sentencing here. She was just here, looks like on December 29th.
Maybe the best thing to do would be go ahead and sentence her on the theft charge, and then she would be out of this court.
Okay, that could work too. Walmart shoplifting case, it looks like. It's been pending for quite a while. So. I'll do that. I'll just go ahead and sentence her, and then she can deal with common pleas on the new charges. Anything you want to say about it, Mr. Milford?
No, Judge.
What about you, Ms. Shipman? Do you have anything you want to say?
No.
Can you tell from your file if there was restitution? I can't tell from this if there was any.
Well, I don't have the file out.
Do you want to pull it before we sentence her? Because it looks like she switched. Here's what it says. That I looked at the affidavit. It says she switched tags, paid $11 out of $303. So I don't know if they recovered the merchandise or if they're owed monies.
All right, well, I'll have to get one of the...
Let's recall it, and then we'll do the sentencing when the prosecutor gets their file. Kirsten Shipman, 23,698.
State of Ohio versus Ally K. Douglas here in your court. Case number CRA 25263 and CRB 25264.
This is Mr. Stratton's case, set for the preliminary hearing.
Good morning.
It's afternoon now, but
Well-
we've been here since then.
It's been here a while.
Oh, yes, we can. Okay, thank you. Well, it says she's met all program requirements and has good screens.
I got my out date too,
Okay, what's that?
April 3rd.
So we still got a little ways to go.
Yes.
Gives me time to save more money.
Okay, and then what's the plan?
Get a place. I already have a vehicle.
Are you working?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where?
I'm working at Giovanni's in Coal Grove.
Well, why don't we come back in a couple of months before you get out?
Okay.
How about March sometime, Mr. Stratton?
Yes, Your Honor. Any day except March 16th.
13th.
Yep, that'll work.
All right, good job.
Thank
See you on
you.
March 13th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You too.
State of Ohio versus Cassandra Hawkins. Case number CRA 25771.
Mr. Stratton's case, preliminary hearing.
Been approached?
Yes, she's an LDP.
You driving the vehicle? Good minute. Good minute.
Okay. Well, it's good that we got things started.
Yes.
It looks like that's where we are, just got started.
My old job back as well as general manager at Subway on 16th Street.
Okay, all right. She's working full-time too, Your Honor, so.
One approach.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
They did, but I took my medication from the doctor. They said that they was gonna just keep me getting my medication from them. And
Which is
then every
HHD?
month, yes, and then every month they're gonna get my drug screens from them and put it in my reports for here. Unless he needs me to just completely transfer over.
Okay. Your Honor, I'll let her explain it. She can explain it a little bit better than I can. Go ahead.
They did do an assessment on me. They asked me about all my medications that I take, and I had told them, they asked me who wrote them. I told them who wrote them. And they said that they was just gonna have me continue to get my medications and do my weekly drug screens from that doctor, and then come there monthly for my counseling unless otherwise by you.
So HHG is where the other place that she goes to. We had spoken about that before.
But they said that it
She's
would,
doing drug counseling there, or?
yes, I.
Yes.
Well, I need a report from them too. I mean, I don't know why OVP can do both.
Well,
They just said instead of where I was already in a facility that's been writing medications for a while to me, they didn't want to change. Unless you make me change, then I will.
Well, what's HHG? I don't know them.
It's right across from ProAct.
Huntington Hospitalist Group.
What are you getting?
I get my Suboxone.
You get Suboxone?
Yes, I get Suboxone, Prozac, Lyrica, and Clonidine, and Vistra.
it appears OVP is the one that told her that, oh, just stay there and then do mental health here. But if you
need me to transfer, I will transfer everything there.
I would prefer you do it all at OVP is an agency that we work with quite a bit. The hospitalist group, I don't know anything about them.
Okay.
And they didn't furnish me a report, so I don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
She's willing to do that, Your Honor.
I'll just transfer all to OVP.
And if OVP...
If that is what you're recommending.
If OVP has a question about that, they can call Mr. Major.
Okay.
Tell them to get, Brianna DeMint is the liaison with the court. So if they have questions about it, so call Brianna, she'll know.
Okay.
She knows what I want.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's come back. 2nd of February?
Yeah, that'll work.
February 2nd.
February 2nd.
Okay.
All right.
Now my next appointment at OVP was the 4th of February. Do you want me to?
I want you to try to get in there sooner than that.
Okay, yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
I think you can just walk in.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And tell them about your case. I mean, I have people that will go get an assessment and they don't say, oh, I've got a felony charge for possession of drugs. They just say, I don't know why I'm here, but the judge said I had to come. So you got to give an accurate history. I'm got a criminal charge for being in possession of an illegal substance. That, I think, is probably something that would be very important for their assessment of your situation.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Martha Owens, case number CRN 23-713, A and B.
Mr. Schrack's case, preliminary hearing.
I think the timing
We'd have to take a maximum amount of time. So, Your Honor, we'd had a discussion previously. This is a 23 case, but it involves some fairly serious allegations. And there's an amount of money that has been taken that we would be seeking restitution for. But we wanted it to come a lot quicker than is being suggested. So it's probably one that we're going to have to just send on to the grand jury. No more than 60 days.
Okay, I can do it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
She'll do it in 60 days, John.
In 60 days?
Yeah.
Oh, they said 6 months.
No, 60 days.
Oh, no, I can't do it in 60 days. There you go.
You want to acknowledge it to the grand jury then, or she's got to know our bond?
Yes, we acknowledge the grand jury.
All right, case is acknowledged to the grand jury.
What's that mean?
They dismissed it. Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
That means that they dismissed it with the grand jury could indict it as a felony.
Okay, so let's just do the 6 months.
And there's no 6 months.
60 days, do 60 days. I'll do it in 60 days.
These already
Can I do it in 60 days? I can do it in 60
We're
days.
okay with that.
I can do it in
As long
60
as
days.
she- but if she
Yeah, but I'll do it in
doesn't have it all
60
paid in
days.
60 days.
Yep, I got you. 60 days.
This amount here.
Okay, so let's go out close to that time frame. So
Okay.
that's going to be March,
Any day except the 16th, John.
okay, March 6th. All right, so cancel the knowledge of the grand jury.
I'll do it.
And set it for a preliminary hearing, then waste time to then March the 6th
Okay.
this year. Preliminary hearing will be knowledge to grand jury if not paid restitution. And my understanding, I want to make sure this is clear on the record.
You're what?
Not, in addition to paying the restitution, the state wants her to plead to a misdemeanor if
She,
Yeah.
two, she understands
Yeah,
that.
two, yes.
That's correct.
She understands that.
Yes.
all right. All right, we're clear on that.
Yep. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Carolyn Jacks, case number CRA 25341.
Mr. Morford's case, preliminary hearing. She's at home.
Josh.
Hometown. Everything good at hometown?
Yeah, yeah.
It's good report. Good test. finished yet.
Okay.
We can go further, maybe March, 2nd of March for the next one. You're available all of March, I believe?
Yes, Your Honor.
March 6th?
What's here?
I'm here March 6th, 10 o'clock.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Freddie Sloan, case number CRA 2517, CRA 181253.
This is Mr. Morford's case, and she's got the counsel.
You good at the counseling center?
Perfect, this is from the counsel. Thank you.
Do you recommend? That's cool. That's some clinical recommendation.
Hey.
All right. I hear you're doing pretty well. The clinical director says yes. The clinical director agrees. Yeah. I verified before I came this morning.
And she has an ankle monitor on.
That's what Mr. Tarver and I were discussing. The clinical director, as I understand it, is recommending that it could be removed.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Well, I see some signs in here that you kind of turned the corner on this. You know, appears back when we started down this path, I think I wanted it for you more than you wanted it for yourself.
You did, and I thank you for that today. I do.
But that's not unusual. That happens, and then, but at some point, this has to become what you do for yourself.
Correct.
Because you're the one's got to live with you, and I can't follow you around for the next 30 years.
Well, you gave me a jump start, so that's what matters.
Okay, so yeah, they've said that you're starting to accept some responsibility, and I think my take on it is you're seeing how this is really for you, not for the court, but I want you to do it for you.
Yes, sir.
You can do it for the court too, initially, and that looks like that's what happened. Okay, on their recommendation, I'll order the ankle monitor removed.
Your Honor,
Yes.
if I may, she has quit deflection. She stated that I asked her today why she hadn't checked in. She stated that she had left me a voicemail, which I didn't receive.
Okay.
So,
I didn't make a note that she was in QRT, so I didn't know that, so sorry.
yeah, that's okay. I think I got her while Brian was here.
Okay, there might be something in the file that I haven't reviewed. Well, so what do you want to do about that? I mean, usually if they leave QRT, they go to the grand jury.
I didn't send it to grand jury because it's still here.
Well, it hadn't been nollied out of here yet, and I think that would normally be the way it would go. I don't know, what do you?
Well, she stated that she could, what she could do for me was get the charges dismissed, and I don't need them dismissed. I want to go through the program. I want to finish it out.
I see.
Okay, well, that could happen in any event.
It's up to you guys.
Well, yeah, I think so. I think that as long as she's making progress here, we want to keep it here. And I don't know whether there was a misunderstanding about what deflection would be doing for her or with her, but we're not going to dismiss the charges in any event until we know that you've really completed. And the role of the deflection program is just to keep an extra eye on you to make sure that things are going well.
Okay, so we'll keep it here. You'll keep coming back to me, and I'll look at your reviews, see how you're doing. I'll order, based on the recommendation, that your ankle monitor be removed, so that you'll be able to get passes now, if I understand it.
So,
But don't use that as, that's a dangerous time. I have people, they get a pass and they go out and relapse, basically. So don't do that.
I won't.
You gotta keep building.
Sir.
I'd say we need to come back in a month. The 9th, February 9th?
That's good, Judge.
February 9th. Go see Mr. Major about getting your monitor removed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you, sir.
State of Ohio versus Paul Wiles. Case number CRA 25-354, A and B. Paul Wiles.
Paul Wiles is Mr. Morford's case. He said it's a preliminary hearing. He wasn't focused on that, was he not? Or- Yeah, he was.
He was with us, but he stopped under the services and said that he had reached out to amended leads. But I don't believe they have a representative here.
Okay. Well, he's not here today, and he's not at Focus anymore. He never got approved to go to another facility. What's the state want more from here or send it on to the grand jury?
We would ask for a warrant from here, Your Honor.
Okay, there'll be a bench warrant issued for failure to appear today. There's no harm on.
State of Ohio versus Justin Higgins. State of Ohio versus Justin Higgins. Case number CRA 25667, ERC 252689, A, B, and C. PRD 213577, A and B. CRA 21911, PRD 173025, PRD 2397. Justin Higgins.
I'm on here. All right, Mr. Higgins is on teleconference. He was involved with QRT too, I believe.
Yes, Your Honor, he is compliant with QRT, he's doing well.
Okay, very good. Okay. And he's with Hometown. Okay. So one case was dismissed at QRT, but he's got a bunch of them that are still here.
Your Honor, last time we were here, we discussed, we weren't happy with him because he was so far behind and not doing what he needed to do. And so I've been monitoring that. He's been doing community service on a consistent basis.
Okay. Yeah, he's got, he's got quite a bit.
Your Honor, there's a report in that top folder.
Community service, okay.
He is currently looking for a job, so when he becomes employed, he'll start paying for fines.
It looks like he's done 30 hours on one case, but I mean, he's got several, so, and some of them have community service also. So let's just keep him here for the other cases. You can handle the felony. And,
I believe I've got 36 hours left.
okay, well, let me go through each one. We've got 2397 and 2911. That was, 2911 was a driving under suspension. You had 30 hours on that. 2397 was operating a vehicle no traffic charge. In a non-designated area in the wildlife area, that was 12 hours, so there's 42 hours. You did 3025, I think that was violation of license issues, and you did the 30 hours on that, so that one's complete. 42 on that one, I don't think has been touched yet. 213577, that actually is still pending. And that is driving under suspension and fictitious registration. That was a traffic, and then there's a CRA 21911 associated with it. Receiving stolen property. That was the license plate.
Yeah, he pled to a misdemeanor on that.
Okay. Well, I don't think he's been, probably need a sentence on that, haven't been sentenced. Then there's 2397, 2911. He's been sentenced on those. That's a driving under suspension. He had 30 hours. Oh, that's the one I already talked about. Yeah. And then he's got the 25667, which went to QRT, and he's got an ODI, which he pled to, but he hadn't been sentenced on. That's 2689. So I guess we could go through and sentence him on all these, if the state's ready to.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, well, let's go back and start with the oldest ones first. 17/30/25, he's already been sentenced on. He did some community service on that. So we'll set it for another review hearing, February 9th. 17/30/25 has a review hearing, because he still has fines and costs that haven't been paid. $385 or whatever. What? February 9th. February 9th. That's set for a review hearing.
Would you say the costs were on that, Your Honor?
The fines and costs total, he paid $5. It was $390 originally, it was $385 now. Then the next one would be 2397 and 2911. He's been sentenced on those. 2911, he owes $460 and 30 hours of community service. 2397 was the operating a vehicle in the wildlife area. He owes 2 days of community service and $335 in fines and court costs. And we'll set it for February 9th for review. Then we've got the next one I don't think he's been sentenced on. That's the 21/3577, 21/9/11. So we reduced 21/9/11 to a misdemeanor. It was the theft of a license plate. State got any recommendation on sentencing for that? Is receiving stolen property, so we're going to reduce it to an M1 receiving?
That's what we did. And that happened at the same time, I believe, as the OVI.
You just haven't been sentenced on it.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, I see a note on it. Pled guilty, amended charge to misdemeanor. All misdemeanors now, pled guilty.
so the OVI is a first offense. So what we would request is the mandatory minimums on the OVI and then some additional.
Well, that's on the 25 case, right?
Yes, I thought that okay, I'm wrong. I thought that the receiving was the same time.
No, it was in 2021.
Well, okay, so on the receiving charge, we'd ask for a sentence of 30 days in jail, suspended, and some community service and a fine.
Anything you want to say, Mr. Higgins?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll impose a $100 fine, court costs, 30 days in jail, suspended, 18 hours of community service. Review hearing February 9th.
How much on the fine?
Fine's $100.
Okay.
And the next one we've got is the traffic charges, 21, 35, 77, A and B. That is driving under suspension and fictitious registration. I'll dismiss the fictitious registration because it kind of goes to the, he stole somebody's plate, put it on his vehicle, so they charged him for taking it and for putting the wrong plate on, so it's kind of the same thing. So I'll just dismiss the fictitious registration. That was the B case.
Thank you, sir.
213577. On the driving under suspension, $50 fine. Getting called up where you'll never get out from under. And then we've got the TRC case. TRC 252689, A and B. That was the last of the, and you're recommending minimums on that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you want to say about the ODI, Mr. Higgins?
No, sir. Other than the state that won't do it again.
Okay. $375 fines, the minimum. 6-month license suspension. And that starts today. Because he didn't have an automatic license suspension.
Right. So I'll be eligible to be able to try to get a license after 6 months from now.
July the 8th. July the 8th, based on this, I don't know what other stuff you've got with the B&B. It's up to the B&B when they'll let you get a license, and they're gonna look at your whole history, so I don't know what other stuff you've got. But just on this one case, you're suspended for 6 months. So, 20 days in jail, I'll suspend all of it on the conditions you do another 30 hours of community service, 2 years of level 4 probation, complete your treatment in lieu of going to DIP, so you're supposed to go to a driver intervention program. If you complete treatment, and I assume the state's on board with that, won't make you go to a weekend program too, because that costs a lot of money.
What is it? I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
When you get an OVI on a first offense, the legislature says I either got to put you in jail or make you go to what's called a driver intervention program, which is a 3-day inpatient school. Since you're going to treatment inpatient, I'm going to let that stand for the driver intervention program, even though I'm not supposed to do that. But since the state's agreeing, nobody's going to appeal. So I won't get reversed by the Court of Appeals. So don't make me look bad by giving you a break and then you don't take advantage of it.
That's sir.
Get clean.
This time.
Get clean. That's the main thing you can do, and stay clean.
Yes, sir.
And then you got a driving under suspension. I'll just give you a $50 fine because you've got a big hole you dug anyway. So I'm not giving you any more community service or a high fine.
Appreciate this, sir.
Turn signal, $10 fine. Although I'd like to give everybody maximum fine because it happens all the time. or I'm standing there waiting on them, and they're like, they turn. I would have been nice to know if you were gonna turn. At least half the people don't use their turn signal, at least half. Maybe more than that. Even in obvious situations where they need to be used. Okay, I think that's everything. February 9th is your next hearing in this court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Sean Allen Miller. Case number CRB 24739, PRD 242365.
Okay, I assume this is Mr. Miller on teleconference. You got a report from home county? Oh, okay. Gonna graduate March 1st. Okay, it's a good report. They recommend you continue on. And it looks like you may be finishing up in March. What's the plan after that, other than getting a job? They say you're looking for a job.
I'm going to get a job and save money on place. I got it.
Where are you gonna live?
Preferably not Iron, like South Point, Ashland, something like that.
Okay. Where have you worked in the past?
Or have I?
Yes.
I just got hired at Harvey's in South Point, so.
You got hired where?
At Harvey's in South Point.
Did you say Hardee's?
Yeah, Harvey's, yeah.
Harvey's, okay.
Yes.
Well, okay. And you're gonna live in Ironton?
No, I'm planning on staying in South Point.
Okay.
Just because I don't know about it. I mean, I know it's next to Ironton, but I don't really like South Point.
Are you from South Point? You're from South Point?
No, I'm originally from Ironton. I just want to stay away from Ironton.
Okay, well, that could be a good idea. Well, maybe is it time to sentence him? He's been coming back on sentencing hearings.
Well, we're not opposed to that, Your Honor. It's a Walmart
It's a Walmart theft.
and driving under suspension.
Okay. I have a record that he pled guilty to the theft. What about the driving under suspension?
I think you played that also on July 28th.
Okay, you have a record of that? Do you
Yes.
agree with that, Mr. Morford?
Yes, Your Honor.
And it's a non-jailable type of driving under suspension, so. That's case number 242365. I'm looking, the trooper really doesn't give me any kind of report of it that says you were driving under suspension. He doesn't give me any circumstances. So, I'm just gonna give you 24 through 22.
I had it pulled up, the statement, it's like, she was stopped.
I'll give him a $50 fine on the driving under suspension.
They had to, because it's attempted.
Then the other one, 24/7/39, is I believe it's a Walmart theft, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, on the Walmart theft, is there anything you want to tell me about it, Mr. Miller?
just on drugs and doing stupid stuff. I should have just bought it, but I had money. I was just, when you're on drugs, you do stupid stuff. So I'm almost 6 months clean, and I feel better, and I'm glad I'm doing better, and I don't want to return back to that lifestyle.
Okay.
And then it said attempted to steal, wasn't 325, so she.
I'll give you a $50 fine, or you pay the court costs, 60 days in jail, suspended, on you completing treatment, or you stay out of Walmart.
Yes, Your Honor.
And let's set a hearing for you in March, but you're going to finish up treatment in March, I believe. So let's make it March the 13th.
March the 13th?
March 13th. 9 o'clock.
Yeah. All right.
So you'll be out of treatment, and I'll see how you're doing then.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Glenn Gibson Jr., case number CRB 10-1078 A and B, CRC 10-2432 A, B, and C, set for 76 hours.
I think that's just because he's got a bond up and he's making payments. And community service.
Community service.
Oh, he's paid all his fines, just the community service again. Okay. Have you done any since the last hearing?
No, I had my hands worked on.
Okay. When can you get out?
I'm gonna come in tomorrow.
All right. I got you down for tomorrow. February 9th will be your next hearing for sentencing. 1 month.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You are.
State of Ohio versus Dixie Griffith, case number CRB 2388.
This is sentencing. She's at United Family Recovery. Okay.
Your Honor, if I may, I have a report also. Dixie Griffith was ordered on 11/24 to have some community service done before her next hearing. She has not been.
Okay, what say you, Ms. Griffin?
I think I might have done one day. I have a paper with like a ledger that has one day on, it wasn't, I don't know, a whole day, but it was a few hours.
Where did you go?
The dog pound.
Did you come here and sign in?
Yes. Well, I came here and got the paper that you have to have for them to sign.
I do not have proof of it, Your Honor.
Do you have?
I don't have it with me.
Do you have it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you need to turn it in.
I paid it.
And you're in transitional living now, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I paid $100 on my fine today as well.
Okay. Online?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you gotta get this community service done. You got 5 days to do.
Okay.
When can you be out here?
What's that?
When can you
Any
be
day.
out for community service?
We can bring her out any day.
Tomorrow?
No, Your Honor, I have a job. I work at Texas Roadhouse in Ashland. I generally have Tuesdays off.
Tuesday's a good day. Be here Tuesday.
Okay.
That's the 13th.
Your Honor,
Yeah.
I've been given permission to do community service at the, because I'm in Ironton, Coe Grove area, but they've given me permission to do it at the dog pound. Can I do
I
it?
have gave permission, Your Honor, but they need to come here and sign in first.
Okay.
Okay, but you're gonna go Tuesday.
Sure, yeah.
All right, we'll set your next reviewing this as an old case. So February 9th will be your next, it's actually sentencing. We'll be on the sentencing docket February 9th at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.
State of Ohio versus Robert Hill, case number TRD 24335.
Your Honor, if I may, Mr. Hill was ordered on December 1st to do some community service before his next hearing, and he has not been here.
What say you, Mr. Hill?
I've been having a lot of medical issues, doctor's appointments. Like now, I got an appointment 14th, 21st, 23rd, and I have surgery on my collarbone the 28th.
Okay.
I've been dealing with sugar issues. They're trying to get my sugar right because the metformin they give me ain't working.
So you're going to be out of action after you have your surgery?
Yeah, I have my surgery on the 28th.
Bring me in some paperwork on that.
I got it out in the car if you want to go get it.
Yeah, you can bring it in and give it to Mr. Major, probation.
Yeah, I got all the paper for that out in the car where I'm having surgery on the 28th at OSU.
You going up to Ohio State for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to go over it yesterday for more x-rays and CAT scans.
All right, I'm going to set you for February 27th then. I'll give you some extra time. February 27th will be your next sentencing hearing at 10 o'clock. Go get the medical records and bring them and give them to Mr. Major, take your file. He'll make a copy.
I tried to pay on my fine when I come in, and she told me I had to wait till after.
Yeah, I have the file, so you can go pay now.
Yeah,
What do you
we're paying
want
it
to
now.
pay? How much are you paying?
20.
Okay, go see the clerk.
Thanks.
State of Ohio versus Scott Taylor, case number TRC 241941.
Okay. I've got something on here that says you want to move the court for something. What is it that you want? I
Yeah.
complete your case, right?
I had just, I think you would need permission from you on my driving privileges to Columbus, and what was it? Yeah, he released me out of coming back, but I've got my hearing, and I'm needing to drive her still without my limit permit. I'm not valid.
You're asking for driving privileges.
Because. Well, why don't I just do this? Why don't I terminate I suspended you till September of 27.
Yeah.
I can lift it now.
Oh, that'd be great. I mean, that's what I'm basically asking,
Okay.
the court for. I know there's going to be.
The judgment entry terminating his driver's license suspension because he's completed the other portions of his sentence.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So now, that is not it doesn't automatically give you a driver's license back. You gotta go to the DMV and say, my suspension's over, what do you want from me to get my license back?
Right, I think it's $475.
Usually it's money.
No, it is. It's $475. That's why.
That's the way of the world.
Oh, yeah.
Money.
I can't, I appreciate it.
Everybody wants money.
Oh, yeah.
But
I just, the
I didn't want you to
repercussions.
think you can just take this piece of paper and go drive. You gotta go get your.
Oh, no. I know if I get pulled over, it's gonna read, that's why I came
It's
here.
gonna show you still.
I can't tell you how many times I'm on the road, a day. It's like for because it's just me and Ma now. And my brother just died right before all this happened, and I relapsed, but yeah, he was like 66, and Mom didn't even remember he died. He was in the Marines and stuff. But I'll let you all go to lunch and everything. I do,
I'm not going anywhere. I will sign an entry terminating your suspension. If you want a copy of it, give it to me.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna see this again. That's your brother, man. Come back and see us. Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Malachi McComas back in London. Case number CRB 25417.
And he's being assessed for treatment by RRS.
And he has been approved detox first. I'll pick him up from jail today and take him myself. Detox.
Where's he gonna go for detox?
TCC
Okay. All right.
Foundation.
I'll approve that. He can be released, but you're picking him up, so RRS is gonna pick him up. He's gonna go to the counseling center for detox and then back to RRS.
Yeah. For
And
long-term
let's come back in February 2nd for the next hearing. And we'll call it a review. Okay, good luck, Mr. McCollum.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Being released to RRS?
Yes.
Transport to TCC?
Yeah, you don't have to put that, just release the RRS, so they can take care of the rest.
State of Ohio recalls Kirsten Shipman. Case number CRB 23698.
So what did we decide to do on this?
I think the question was whether there would be restitution due, and the narrative reads that the items were recovered before she got out of the
Okay,
store.
so we don't need to worry about that.
No.
Anything you want to tell me, Ms. Shipman? I'm going to go ahead and sentence you on this theft offense. That's 23,698. Okay, $100 fine, court costs. $10 days in jail. I'll give her credit for 5 days. 10 days and I'm going to give her credit for 5. And suspend 5. And set a review hearing for February 9th. And then if you're, depending on what goes on in common pleas, I may just finish it up, then you can just go to common pleas, but we'll find out what they're doing then.
Community service?
No, I'm not going to. I don't think she'll have time to do it. Well, let's go ahead and put it in there, and then if depending on what common pleas does, I may delete it. And stay out of Walmart. That's the hardest part.
Thank you.
We're finished, Robert.
Court's adjourned. Hopefully.